Turn it up. Let it play. Let it play. Game time talk. Lock in with Frost and Zay. Yeah. Tip off, kick off, pregame flame. Box score brain with the sideline slang. Film room vision from the couch. They coach, coop, take, hot stat. That's a Chris combo. Fourth and short, they going for it. Press break, full court, can you score it? From the barbershop chat to the big screen plot, they break it all down, every angle, every spot. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the beat hit first, but the facts still last. Frost on the mic, they talk that talk, from the chalk to the pot, they calling every shot. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the crowd get loud when they run it all back. If you love that grind, you gon' feel this way. Turn it up, lock in with Frost and Zay. Overtime stories, buzzer beater nights. Trade rumors running through the timeline. Hype, draft daydreams. Who's the next one up? They weigh every word like a trophy cup. Red zone reads. Who's clutch, who fall? Legends getting told like the banners in gold. From playing hope to the Super Bowl stage, they paint that picture page by page. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the beat hit first, but the facts still stay. Frost on the mic, they talk that talk, from the chalk to the park, they callin' every shot. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the crowd get loud when they run that show. If you ride for the game, you gon' feel this flame. Turn it up, tap in with Frost and Zay. New week, new smoke, what's next? What's next? High seat, bold take, no takes. No take. You can hear that grind in the breath they take. Every word, every pause, every point they make. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the beat hit first, but the facts still last. Frost on the mic, they talk that talk, from the chalk to the park, they callin' every shot. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the crowd get loud when they run it all back. If you live this sport, you gon' press play. Turn it up, ride out with Frost and Zay. Frost and Zay. Turn it up.
Still muted, my boy.
My bad. Little false start there. Flag on the play, which is definitely representative of this season there. I was sitting there like scrambling for a hot second trying to get my life right, but we good now, man. But hey, it is another live episode with your boys. We are back in the building, full effect. Another live episode of the Chris Logic Podcast. Your boys is back. You already know who we be. It's your boy Frost, and I got the Gold Pilot with me. What is
Yes,
good,
sir.
my boy?
Yes, sir. The man, the myth, the legend. It's your boy Zay. We are back in the building with episode 70? 70 now?
Seven toss.
We veterans now. We ain't rookies no more. We passed that rookie wall. We ain't rookies no more.
No doubt. We ain't aiming for no sophomore slumps either, my boy. So,
No Jay Daniels over here. No shade.
Oh no, not me. Nah, man, but it's another live episode with your boys, Chris Logic Podcast, back for another surprising 1:30 episode here in the afternoon. We just a smidge late, but we got the right to pull that off here at this stage in the game. Party people, what is going on? What is good? What is good? But this is episode number 70, man, and this is going to be a special episode here because we got to talk about some obvious things and a few things that that's just that time. It's just that time of year, man. It's just that time of year to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right into episode number 70. This is aptly named the Power Shift, as we are basically riding off here into the sunset here as far as transitioning out of one season here, because officially as of a couple days ago, basketball is officially over with for this off season. Everybody's officially on vacation and doing their thing, so therefore at this point it's time to get into our next favorite time of year. And if you follow this podcast, you know what this time of year is about, because that means it's We are at the end of July, which means the summer is at its all-time heat. As far as like it just feeling toasty, muggy, man, and you know, the all the 707s, the conditioning is done, and it is time to talk about the true birth and genesis of every football season. This is where the dogs are. This is what separates the kids from the boys from the men. This is where the pups get separated from the dogs, and this is where you earn your keep, man. So we're gonna get into that here, but obviously with this being episode number 70, the Power Ship, we gotta talk about it, y'all. And Zay, you got anything for the people, man, before we get into the main line here today?
Nah, let's keep the main thing the main thing, and we should have a good one for you. Talking about the beloved Braun here in Ohio. So we should have a good one for you. I'm ready to jump right into it, for real.
Definitely ready to jump right into it, y'all. So again, as stated before, man, this is episode number 70, man. It's officially the Power Ship as we move officially from basketball season into football season. So we're going to get right to it, y'all. But first up on deck here, we got to talk about it. Second one here is discussing the move that changed everything. And as of this past week, it's official, man. LeBron James is taking his talents to the city of brotherly love and now officially a Philadelphia 76er. So I got to admit, I knew it was a possibility. I just did not know it was realistically going to happen. But I had a hunch after the money piece of it went out the way. He wasn't talking like no 40, 50 million plus again. And he was willing to take the hometown discount. I said, oh shit, this could be it. We know how he likes to, be the guy known for, franchises for multiple championships for multiple franchises. So we know what he's about, man. It's about controlling the narrative and legacy, and being a game changer. But Zay, how you feeling with LeBron James taking his talents to the city of brotherly love? How we feeling about it, brother?
I said it would be between them and Golden State. That's what I narrowed it down to. So I'm not surprised by the move, but it is something that we still have to remember. Basketball is played with one singular basketball, and they have 5 guys. So that means only one person can touch that peel at one time. And so that's going to be the issue. And we have what people would call an alpha in Embiid. You have an alpha in Braun. You have someone who a lot of people will call an alpha. I don't in Brown. He's not to me in his current and from his previous situation. He wasn't the alpha, and I think that was proven with their exit from Philly last year. All right. But then you have an emerging alpha in Maxey. So the only true beta in this situation would be Etchcom, and that's because of his youth.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's still young. But
so, he's got to turn to an all-pro defender because that pill ain't coming. It ain't coming. But if they can gel, it's definitely finals or bust with this roster.
Okay.
When you're starting 5, it's Maxey, Etchcom, Brown, James, and Embiid. Yeah, it's finals or bust. No excuses. I don't even care about an injury. No excuses. You still got more. You got more horses in the back. No excuses. But I don't respect the move.
Oh shit! And here we go.
I don't respect it, and the reason I don't respect it is you can't do what you did and take a 2-year, $8 million total contract from Philly, but you told the Lakers, I'm not taking a discount. It's about the money. You got to pay me a max. So that's why they decided, all right, we're not giving you $55 million. We can't do it. But then you sign for 8, basically 4 a year. You take a league minimum. You take a vet min. Like you could have took a vet min, kept your ass in LA, and helped build a contender and help them get more pieces than fucking Quentin Grimes. The fuck is you doing? Like, this is part of the Bron legacy I have issue with. It's not necessarily him going to Miami. It's don't if you gonna make a statement like it's about the money, I'm not taking a discount for nobody, which he said at right after the
Initially,
season.
yep, right after the season,
Then you can't turn around and do that and not just take a small pay cut. Nigga, you took a 90% pay cut to go to Philly.
Huge, tremendous pay cut.
Like,
we know a thing or
this
two
would be
about
the one
pay
time
cuts. It
Trump
was
wasn't a
tremendous.
liar. This would have been one time that Trump wasn't a liar. So, like,
Don't get started on Trump and LeBron. But that's
so
another subject
you know what I'm
for
saying?
another day.
Like that's such dirty macking and such hoe shit. Like
Dirty
to
macking.
do that, like, brother, do it and you take 8.5 over 2 with a player out.
Yeah.
Like, my thing is like I wouldn't be mad if you never would have came out and said it's not about the money. You came out and said I'm not taking a discount. I'm not giving anybody a discount.
Mm-hmm.
And nigga, you signed for free.
Ah.
Like, he didn't even sign for a mid-level exception. He's signed for vet men, basically. So it's finals or bust. No excuses. No excuses. I don't care if his leg fell off. No excuses. There's no excuses this year. You can't. You know, everybody else be so like, oh, with the Wonder Friends, it's the big three. No, he assembled basically the fucking Avengers.
Yeah, it's giving Avengers Assemble vibes.
So, yeah, no excuses. No excuses for Bron. He's a great talent, great player, all time great, top 2. Some people would say not 2.
Yeah.
And that's that. Like, go prove that you number 2. Go win a title for your 4th organization. And I think that's the reason he went to Philly is because I don't think anyone has ever won a title with 4 organizations.
Nope, I don't believe so. I think that's one of the things that he's trying to do to further cement his legacy.
Yeah, and he would be a piece. Like, if someone does, they weren't a guy on all 4 stops. So, yeah, like you being a journeyman, being on the bench, you got one that's like doing your Jeff Teague time, and that don't count to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to be a vital piece of contributing.
I got you.
To have that notch in your belt. Because what Ori got was just 2 organizations? No, 3. Ori got 3.
The other guys that he's in company with as far as winning titles with 3 different teams, you got LeBron James, Miami, Cleveland, LA. You got Robert Horry with the Rockets, Lakers, and the Spurs. John Sally with the Pistons, Bulls, and Lakers, which is crazy to me, but I get it.
I mean, he was a backup for Shaq in, 2000? Yep.
More like a player coach, because I don't even recall him seeing the floor. Right.
On the floor.
Like, I remember seeing him, like Shaq, Shamaki Walker, and a few other, Robert
I don't
Horry.
even remember Sally really playing for the Bulls.
He was riding the bench. He was
Yeah,
put it this way. He was another 6 fouls on the bench to throw at Shaquille O'Neal at some point in time. John Sally was an absolute non-factor on those Bulls teams. Now, a guy that actually did contribute to the teams that he played for, not as a star, but as a very complimentary piece, is a shocking one who also played with LeBron James. Danny Green, winning rings with the Spurs, the Raptors, and then obviously in the bubble with the Lakers. So, well, LeBron's a rare company, but if he does win a title with the Philadelphia 76ers, that puts him in rare air and officially as the lone player, all-star role player or not, that has won 4 titles with 4 different franchises as well.
If he finished the mission. So,
also true. My general take on it, knowing him, because he's, he wants to say about it not being personal or anything like that. The Lakers situation, he clearly took personal. Whether they disrespected him or not is what it is. I just think this was a relationship that simply wore out its welcome on both fronts. The Lakers were tired of the GM, essentially. He was tired of, them wanting to continue to be the Laker brand that it is. But I mean, it's the same reason why he left Miami. There was a power struggle between him and Pat Riley, And while he was at Cleveland, he knew he was basically the guy that could control what the hell was going on, regardless of how rashly Dan Gilbert used to beat his chest as far as like trying to be an owner. We know Dan Gilbert's about the bottom line dollar. As long as the franchise is doing well, the city's thriving, and nobody's not getting on his case about fleecing the American mortgage payers as far as the Rocket mortgage. Different conversation for another day, but as long as he's not doing that, Dan Gilbert's making money. All is well Northeast, but with LeBron trying to be a power player in bigger markets with teams that clearly have an established hierarchy where it rolls downhill from ownership down to management, down to coaches, and then players. It's always was a power struggle in Los Angeles. So I understand where you're coming from as far as being frustrated with like that. Because like I said, from the get-go, when we all knew there was going to be an inevitable split based on how it was going, he was still talking max money. He's not taking a discount for anybody. At that point in time, I'm like, I don't know where the fuck he's going to land at and be able to complete for a title. He might be done. Because it was looking like he was about to be another one of those NBA stars that was going to have to be served a piece of humble pie, not be willing to accept lesser money, lesser role, lesser spotlight, not be the guy. It was going to be a hard transition for him because obviously LeBron's play has not diminished. Like, he is still
there's no immediate steep decline, no off the cliff type of production.
Right. The only thing that we're seeing right now is, can LeBron bring it on back-to-backs? Probably not. Like it's getting to that point where a full 82 season grind, averaging, 35 to 40 plus minutes a game, the Heat, you're just not going to get that out of him. You can still get a 26-6 type of production out of LeBron at this stage of his career, given the fact that you might have to low manage a little bit. But I'm just neutral about the move. I'm not mad at it, but I'm not overly thrilled about it because I've never been a major fan of teams stacking the deck, kind of starting indirectly at least in my most recent memory with him, like with the Heatles, and then obviously it just getting turned on its head twice with the Golden State Warriors and whoever else you want to throw out there since then.
Well, before that was Boston. Like they just did it by trade, not free agents.
Right, we've seen that with Boston. We've seen that with a lot of teams that wound up assembling big threes. I mean, we've seen it with the Lakers, even though Malone and Payton were at the end of their damn careers. We've seen it with the Miami Heat.
I wouldn't call that Lakers team with
it wasn't a super team, but we know name value.
Yeah, it was names, but they was all 50. Like
it was an unction. There's no denying that. I mean, it might have been a poption. I mean, real talk. We gonna talk about it because Karl Malone really didn't give them a full damn season at that point. But now we've seen the Lakers have their version of it. We saw the Miami Heat when Shaq went to Miami. Shit, you looked up. It was kind of like shit. What do you want to call it, man? It was like the blast from the past. Like it was like the retrofit auction. I mean, shit. You had a young D Wade paired with has-beens Antoine Walker, has-beens Jason Williams, Gary Payton, Alonzo Mourning backing up Shaquille. Like, what universe would you ever see Alonzo Mourning backing up Shaq? Like, what the hell?
Every universe.
Don't do that, bro. Not on the same damn team, man. Don't you disrespect Zoe like that, bro. They was both.
Oh, it's not
Zoe got cashed out. Zoe got cashed out before Shaq did in '96, man.
It's not about disrespecting Zoe. You take the 6'9" brute or the 7'2" brute. You take the 7'2" brute.
I get that, but I'm just saying, you never prior to that moment when Zoe was slowing down and he had the kidney issues and all that shit, and was slowing down, you never would have seen them two on the same damn roster. Zoe's pride wouldn't have let that happen. It's just he went to Miami, he knew he was in a diminished role, temporarily retired, and saw he had a shot to get him a ring with Shaq and the crew and D Wade coming in at that point in time. But the Miami Heat had they unction. The Portland Trail Blazers was quiet as it's kept. Everybody would talk about the Jailblazers shit. At one point in time, they had Steve Smith, Scottie Pippen, the 300-pound.
The real unction that you're not mentioning.
It was coming. It was coming.
Is that Rockets team?
It was coming, bro. I was coming, bro, because you saw I was barking up the tree as soon as I mentioned Scottie Pippen, but it was next up. But but even that team, bro, they had Arvydas Sabonis. You had Stacey Augmon still that damn team. You had the 300-pound Sean Kemp. Dale Date, like that team was old as hell. And then obviously, as you mentioned it, you got that Rockets with a breaking down Charles Barkley at that point in time, and
Breaking down
whoo, shit.
Hakeem,
What's good, Joe? Yes,
braided up
sir.
Pippen. Pippen with the braids is never good.
It was
Like
that was so nasty, bro. Like Scotty
Clyde
did not
Drexler.
look.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, man, that team was that was definitely a double ARP team.
wasn't Porter? Wasn't he the point guard on that team?
Porter
guy?
was trying to think. Nah, Porter
Wasn't he still on that team?
No. Porter was gone by then. He was
Okay.
gone by then, yeah.
I thought he had came back, but I wasn't sure. But
You
the
think of
youngest
Stacey
dude-
Augman, bro? Stacey
like-
Augman was that old
like-
dude from that first '90s team that was still on that team, bro.
Like,
The Slender Man.
didn't they have a young Catino Mobley? That was
And
their
the Rockets,
youth.
yeah,
Like,
that was it. That was Catino Mobley and Bucci Norris, bro.
That was their youth.
I was right before Stevie Franchise came in, and they said, you know what? We're going with Mobley and Francis. They pack them up. Yeah. Hakeem, your services are no longer needed.
Go to Toronto.
Man. Oh, just Hakeem in that damn Raptors jersey, Patrick Ewing in that Orlando Magic. Oh,
Or
God.
Sonics.
Woo.
Or
Or
the Sonics.
Sonics, nasty again, one hit. Oh God, we're gonna have to do that one day. Like, what was like the nastiest like one hit wonder in a jersey for a legend type shit? Because I guarantee you, T Mac in that Spurs jersey hurts my soul, but he gonna be there. Sean Kemp, Orlando Magic, like Hakeem, Raptors. Just man, just reeks of fucking like, reeks of insure, bro. What can I say? But nah, man, like it's LeBron like joining them, and I get where people are trying to say it's a super team. I hear you. You got several guys that are stars on the team, but we gotta be honest. There's really only two true like superstars with this team as it's currently assembled. We gotta be honest here for a second. Because I'm going the youth route. Like LeBron James, while he does still control the narrative, he is that guy. LeBron's about to be 42, 43 years old. This man was just talking about he was pretty much done. He thought he was done mentally. I don't know if we're going to see a triple-double LeBron like ever again. Joel Embiid, he can't stay healthy. JoJo gives you spurts. He gives you moments. Had a nice had to allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is JoJo, in the postseason, but that quickly faded against the Knicks. If I remember correctly, they got broomed by the Knicks, right?
Yeah.
So, non-factor. He could give it to, he's there in spurts. Jaylen Brown, superstar. Tyrese Maxey, superstar. VJ on the rise. We still don't know. This whole situation could very well stunt his growth. We've seen guys young kids that look promising out the gate, that look good, but when they're surrounded with too much talent, it stunts their growth. Or they just don't develop. I mean, just look at how Jonathan Kuminga flamed out there in Golden State. So we don't know how that's going to look for VJ long term. I mean, it looks terrifying as it's currently constructed. I just don't know if I can full-fledged say it's a super team. I got to see it. I got to see guys stay healthy. I got to see some progression be made and see how this all pans out here. So, yes, Joe, I knew I was forgetting one. Yes, Shaq and that damn Celtics jersey, that nastiest of work. Woo! I'll never forget. Shaq couldn't, and especially when he blew his damn Achilles, bro. I was just like, he's getting stopped at the rim by the weakest of big men, bro. Like, it was so bad. Like, he had no lift, no mobility, couldn't stay on the floor, constantly hurt. Like, ugh. Whew, shit. I don't know. I'll tell you what, Zay, I'm going to throw you a question real quick. Would you rather have seen Shaq in that Celtics jersey or Roy Hibbert in the Lakers jersey?
I don't even remember Roy in the Laker jersey, and I'm a Laker fan.
Nah, that was the artist formerly known as Roy Hibbert that showed up out there at that point. Shit.
But you, I ain't gonna let you off the hook that easy, bro.
I know you ain't. I know. I get it. I get it.
I understand health. I understand being healthy. But damn it,
you're
you
right,
better start. You better start respecting that motherfucker Joel Embiid. When that motherfucker is healthy, he is a fucking megastar. He is a superstar.
Uh-huh.
Like you not even mentioning his name is fucking asinine.
Uh-huh.
Asinine.
I did.
asinine.
I did mention it. I did mention it.
No.
As far as being a star, a superstar still?
He's a fucking superstar.
I'm sorry.
He's a fucking superstar. He is healthy. He's a fucking superstar.
Keyword, when healthy. He's
the reason that bum-ass Jaylen Brown got exposed and realized he's not a fucking alpha. And he's the alpha. And you mentioned Jaylen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can't mention Jaylen above Joe.
Why can't I?
You're not, because we already seen what happened. What happens?
Why can't I? He was a top
when they're
10
both
NBA
healthy.
player.
When they're both healthy. They're both healthy. Who's the star? Joel or JB? It's Joel. It's Joel.
It's JB, sir.
No, it's
if
not.
We go off this past season.
You're out your fucking mind.
Nah,
you're out your fucking mind. Even with injuries. Even with injuries, he still averaged 27 this year.
Come on, dude.
Even with injuries,
Are you
still averaged
right
27.
now with JoJo, bro?
Still averaged 27. You're crazy. If he's
right
healthy,
now,
he's healthy. He's by far more of a star than Jaylen Brown will ever fucking be. Like, stop playing with Joel. Like, stop it. You have to stop playing with Joel. You have to.
Man. Your man's played 38 games. He didn't even play half a season this past year.
Don't matter.
I'm sorry.
Don't matter.
It does
when
matter.
Healthy. No, it doesn't. When healthy, he is the star. It doesn't. We're not talking about who's healthy. No, who's the fucking star? It's Joel. Joel's the fucking star. Like, quit playing with him. Like, that's crazy. Quit playing with him.
It's
like,
not crazy, bro.
No. You'll sit there and be like, well, Bron. You mentioned Bron. He ain't the triple double guy. No, he doesn't have to be anymore. That day might be gone. He's 40 fucking 2. But guess what? Joel was healthy last year. If Joel wasn't healthy,
he was healthy last year. 38. He missed half a damn season. Zay, come on, bro.
I said when healthy. Fucking listen. So look, in the playoffs, yeah, they got swept by the fucking NBA champions. But who did they beat?
They beat the Boston.
Who did they beat?
I give you that.
Who's on that team? Who's on that team?
Brown. I give you that.
And who was there in Game 7 and didn't fucking show up?
Who was also missing in Game 7?
No, the alpha. Like I said, so
I didn't give him the alpha tag. That's you.
No, and it was proven right. So who played in there and who fucking disappeared?
Oh shit!
In Game 7 and lost as the 2 seed.
I'll give you that.
Everyone gets to give him credit. He's not a fucking star, and that's fine. Yeah. He's not a fucking superstar. He's a star. He's not a fucking superstar. No, he's a star. He's a star. He's a star. He's a star.
JoJo, bro, JoJo done only played 96 games in the past 3 seasons. And you're still giving him superstar status?
He's still a superstar.
Come on. He's still a superstar. He's 4 years removed from being an MVP, bro.
Doesn't matter. And guess how many years guess how many years Jaylen Brown is removed from it? Life.
That's fair.
So I want to fucking hear it. So
That's
I want to
fair.
hear it.
He was a top 10 NBA player
this
past season.
Don't guess what? He didn't show that shit to me in the first round of playoffs.
And JoJo didn't show shit in the second round. He gave us a hot 16 in the first series.
What seed were they?
They were a playing team. I'll give you that. Joe, they were a playing team. They were 7th.
All right.
And then Boston was 2.
So did they supersede what they should have done? Mm-hmm. Did they?
You talking about the number 2? No, they lost. They lost.
The Sixers, did they supersede what they were supposed to do as being a 7 seed?
They did, yes, as being a playing team.
Right.
Yes, they did.
So who didn't succeed as being a 2 seed? That everyone wants to give him fucking credit for.
That's fair, but bro, what good is it if you get broomed in the next round and you're a non-factor?
What does it matter? What does it matter if you're a non-factor in the Game 7? But people want to call you fucking Captain Clutch because you weren't the one facing the double team in the NBA Finals. Mm-hmm. Jaylen Brown's whole aura is fucking false.
I'm not disputing
it's false.
that. I'm not disputing that necessarily with Jaylen Brown. Bro.
Everyone thinks that Boston team was complete shit. Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't. Mm-hmm. People act like, oh, that was a bottom 5 East roster. No, the fuck it wasn't. If you thought that, you don't know ball. That was always a playoff team.
You talking
always.
About
last year? That
the Sixers? You mean?
No, Boston. Everybody acting like Boston was a bottom 5 roster in the East.
No, I never said that. I still thought that they were.
No, I didn't say you did.
Okay.
That was the stigma around it. Oh, they outperformed. No, they didn't. They didn't. The East. No. East had injuries. Everybody thought the Bucks would be there. They weren't there because of health injuries. People thought the Sixers would be higher because Embiid was out.
Yep.
Fine, he was out. But guess what? When he showed up healthy in the fucking playoffs, off the appendix, by the way, he just had surgery 10 days before the fucking series.
Yep.
And what happened? And what happened? He bounced.
He had a hot 16, bro.
Hey, that's all you need, bro. That's all you need. I don't gotta give you a whole song. I don't gotta. You know why I don't gotta give you a whole song? You know why? You know what I'm gonna give you a whole song? Because I can still be regarded as one of the greatest without giving you a fucking rap album, Mr. Andre 3000. I can still get that. So no, I don't need to have a whole song. I don't need a whole album. I don't need it. All I gotta do is do a hot 16 every once in a while. And guess what? I'm fucking relevant.
I'll give you that, but respectfully, I gotta disagree. JoJo until further notice.
JoJo by far is the bigger star than Jaylen Brown, especially when healthy.
I'm just saying, bro. 96 games and 3 seasons. What have you done for me lately? That's all I'm saying.
Jaylen ain't did this shit for me lately either. First round exit. Bye.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's 3 years removed from his title. Bye.
He won a title, though.
He's done shit for me.
Finals MVP, right?
Hey, I won a regular season MVP. And I was the best. Not top 10. I was the best in the fucking league. Fuck's we talking about?
Yeah, we see what that's done for the Russell Westbrooks of the world. I'm just saying, James Harden.
Hall of Fame.
For that matter.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's what they got for him. Hall of Fame.
You know Jalen gonna get in there with that soft resume. He'll get in there, bro. He'll get in there. He'll get in there.
Let his anchors keep up.
I get you that. I get you that because there's some powers working behind this. He might get the Malcolm X treatment. I ain't gonna hold you. Come on, pause. Not with the fraudulent hairline, bro. Stall him out, man. Nah, man. No. We ain't doing that, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, he the dummy that wiped it against a fucking white jersey. Bro, another player was wearing his hairline on his jersey. Like,
okay, y'all go. Hey, man, look, y'all go stall the Beijing King out, man. Y'all go chill out.
I ain't stall. The thing is, like, I don't. And niggas like this though. This is the crazy part. I don't dislike Jalen. I really don't. I just like the fact that people are acting like he's this. Oh, he's a great fucking player. He's a great fucking player. One of the best twos in the fucking NBA. One of the best. Mm-hmm. But he's not a bigger star. Like, I hope you know, in this situation, mm-hmm. He'll never be second team on NBA again.
You probably got a very strong argument.
The only team he has a chance of making is first team all defense, and that's what he better go do. He better go be the Bruce fucking Bowen of this team.
He'll be the Tony Allen, man. First team all defense.
That's what he better go be. That's what he better go be and hit a fucking corner tray. Because who's bringing it up? Maxey. You're not taking 30-point Maxey off the ball. You're not taking him off the ball.
Hold on.
You're not taking him off the ball.
Rumor has it LeBron may be playing point guard for this team.
Yeah, and they can fuck off. So that means Maxey gone. Maxey is a point guard. Maxey gonna be like, hey, I want the fuck out.
Yeah, again, you know it's bullshit circulating right now. You know I gotta stir the pot a little bit. They better not be counting on old man Brown to do that dumb shit.
I want out.
Money says, not gonna lie, seeing Brown in the 76ers jersey, he's like, nah, man. Whoa. Slow down there. You got too much dip on your chip. First off, LeBron does not have gambling problems. Madman's not banned from any casinos, at least to my knowledge. He's not banned from any casinos here in the United States. But I feel you where you're coming from. Okay, you say it don't feel right with you. That's fair. That's fair, man. Like, in all seriousness, man, like, I gotta see it for it to be a super team. Now, don't get me wrong. If they look as dominant as they're supposed to look on paper, no argument here. Super team, they stacked the deck, cool. It's just several unknown factors, bro. I don't know how Jaylen Brown's really going to fit into this. I don't know if VJ Edgecombe, you know what I mean? You getting heralded as, like, basically about to be, like, the future of the franchise. Now you kind of got to get ready to take a back seat. He's going to need
relegation. Not even back seat. They said, get your ass in the trunk. We ain't got a seat for you.
Pretty much, man. Like, it's nasty. It's like, I love to see, like, the parody, like, it's not even parody. I love to see, like, the must-see TV and the drama and, like, the you know, like, the storylines behind it, but I hate how it stunts the growth of young players. We've seen this shit too many fucking times. And even though the guy I'm about to mention, I'm not a fan of his. But it reminds me a lot of what happened with Jordan Poole out there in Golden State. I knew he was fraudulent, but because of the system, making certain guys look better than what they really are, one Falco punch and a trade later, what was that song from Jordan Poole? Irrelevant at this point. But at one point in time,
he'll give you a hot 8. He'll give you a hot 8 every once in a while.
A hot 8?
Yep, he'll give you a hot 8.
A hot 8? That's it?
A hot 8. Yep.
Hot 8. Oh man, 8 bars and that shit, bro. He can't give you a hot 16.
He'll give you a dope line. He'll give you a dope line and a highlight. That's what Jordan Poole do right now.
Damn, bro, he can't even get a hot 16 for Jordan Poole no more, bro. That's tough.
Nah,
that's fucking tough.
Jordan being like the guy was never a thing. Like
the pool party, Zay, the pool.
Nah, and I'm a Michigan guy. I know about Jordan.
And that's what I'm saying.
Jordan was fucking big time for Michigan.
Yeah, he was.
Like so.
Oh shit.
But like you seen that he predicates off of feeding off of other people.
No doubt.
Like
no doubt.
and that's fine. That's everybody isn't meant to be a starter in this league. So like I won't shit on him because his comp should be, which he's not to this magnitude, but I also don't think he's embraced it. Yep. He needs to just be like, I'm gonna be the next fucking Jordan Crawford, because that's all. Because Jordan Crawford, because
Jamal Crawford,
just Jamal Crawford. So look, I'm gonna tell you this:
Jordan Crawford,
if people don't know about Jamal Crawford, no, he was a great two. He's a great plucking player. But the thing is, we all know what happened when he got the little bag from Chicago, and they was like, "When you go start," they was like, "Nah, nigga." This ain't it. This ain't it.
Hey, what Charlamagne say after your boy dropped the bars? Nah, player, that ain't it.
Like, for some reason, he's not a starter, but he'll come off the bench.
He could cook.
Be lightning in the bottle for you.
Hey,
him and Lou Will.
I was gonna say Lou Will too, bro. It's something about being a 6-man for them fucking Clippers, bro. Like, it's something about like you do that. You know what I'm saying? You getting your little shine, you getting your little extra money and chips out there in Hollywood, man. There's something about you a 6-man. If you're a 6-man for a Lakers franchise, well not Lakers franchise, for an LA franchise, you got a shot to be relevant, at least for the Clippers. I don't know so much about the Lakers.
And Lou was with both. Lou was with both.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Now that you mention it, yeah. So.
And Lou was with both. He was with Toronto, did his thing there, did his thing in Philly, like he did his thing in Atlanta.
And that's my thing. Like if you're a guy that you can accept your role, know that you're supposed to be the guy that's gonna come out and get buckets off the bench and keep the offense going and be that spark. Like again, a Jordan Clarkson, not the best, but Jordan became one of them dudes that can get you buckets off the bench and was solid. So. But I hate that I hate, bro, in effectively 2 years, that could be the conversation for VJ Edgecombe, bro, because I don't see Jaylen Brown taking a back seat no time soon. If, like you said, if JoJo can get healthy.
I don't think so. I think what happens is he gets moved for assets. He's the one that has to go in the situation. Like, I know Braun's a rental, a 1 to 2 year rental. But then Embiid, like, I'm going to tell you this. I wouldn't be surprised if Embiid can give you 65 this year. If he can give you 65 games, don't be surprised if he's moved too. Like, because now you can tell him, like, he's healthy, he's back, but he's 30, he'll be 30, what, 2?
Something like that.
Yeah, so he'll be like 32. So you treat it like New England. You trade him while the value is high.
Nah, I get it. You gotta sell high.
So,
I get it. Yeah.
So if he gives you 65, don't be surprised, title or not, if Joel is on the way out, because then you still have a core in Maxey, Brown, draft capital, and both of them to build around. Because with Embiid, you'll be able to sell high and get another piece plus capital.
Years old. I didn't realize JoJo was that damn old already. Damn.
Yeah, so he's 32, he's 33 next year, but the following season. So yeah, like you sell high. If he proves that he can do 65, you sell high. Somebody's gonna take him. Somebody go take him. And because talent wise, when he's healthy, he's a fucking problem. So
that's fair.
That's why you move, not because you take the younger people. You take the younger assets. You build it around Maxey, because Maxey averaged almost 28 last year, 27.
Yep.
Maxey deserves he earned the right to be like, this is my fucking team after Embiid. He earned that.
He's the guy.
He
Like
earned that.
he
He earned
is
that.
the franchise, bro. Yeah.
And not given to. He earned that. It's a difference between giving something and earning it. Like Maxey was what, a 20, like it was like the 20th pick in the first round. He was not a
18th,
lottery
right?
pick.
He's like 18th, yeah.
Something like that.
He was outside
18,
of the
19,
lottery,
20.
yeah.
Like he earned that. He earned that. He earned the right to be like, this is my fucking team. So
I mean, bottom line, he's a 25-year-old guard that is. He's
ascending.
right there with the best of them.
Ascending. He's ascending. He's still ascending. He has not plateaued.
Yep, he has not hit his prime yet. The dude's super athletic, a game changer. He can kind of do it all. There's really no true weakness to his game. Essentially, you don't. He's an untouchable. Like, I'm not entertaining any sort of like subjects for him in general. So yeah, it's gonna be curious to see what happens. So I think that's another reason why LeBron signed a 2-year deal. We just got to see what happens. But it's definitely championship or bust for them.
And nah, buddy, like legit. Paul George is the most valuable player in NBA history, and it's not debatable.
Oh my God,
he's the most valuable player in NBA history.
Hold on, I'm gonna challenge that. I'm gonna challenge that real quick because I know what you're saying. Kevin Durant not valued higher? Done blew up how many franchises? Bro, come on, hold on, bro. Hold on. The Nets blew them up. Shitload of assets sent out for him. The Suns. And potentially, like one more trade, it's definitely Kevin Durant.
I said valuable, not who's Kane the Destroyer. It's a difference. It's a difference. I said valuable. I said valuable. Like, you got to think, he's responsible, in essence, for the current, for a potential dynasty in OKC.
Not potential. Them boys ain't going nowhere no time
soon.
They
got to win another ring to be called a dynasty. That's why I said potential. Like
they was right there, bro. They could have been right there against the Knicks this past postseason, but you know,
like how valuable Paul George is, and like now you can honestly say you can even because of them moving his money, he's part of the reason they could afford to get Bron. So you throw him in at the tail end of that too. Like that's fucking insane. Like just if you say SGA alone. He gave them that trade gave OKC SGA.
Like
and Chet.
Like, every time I play that shit back in my mind, they got a haul of draft picks back that turned into like legit pieces to either be a part of the franchise for the long haul, or be moved for better assets later. And you get a top 5 NBA player within that package as well too.
So in essence, you could say that in his career, his moves have directly impacted and helped a team obtain SGA, Jaylen Brown, Sabonis, Oladipo, Gallinari when he was still a somebody. Like once his injuries happened, he fell downhill.
Oh, we know that.
But then additionally, 7 first-round picks in 2 seconds, and now you can add LeBron on the back end of that. Like he's gotten all of that from you moving him. That makes it the most valuable trade asset.
But here's a scary stat with that as you're talking about that. And guess what? The Clippers benefited nothing from all that because they let him walk in free agency for nothing. Hear me out when I say that again. We just rattled out all this shit that Paul George was valued at and got traded, moved for, and all that. And the Clippers, out of all of that, got nothing for him. Not a damn thing. Let him walk in free agency. If that ain't fool's business, I don't know what the fuck is. That's why they're at where they're at right now, and still potentially hanging on to Kawhi Leonard for the long haul.
That's why they're the Clippers.
That's exactly why they're the damn Clippers. Cursed. God.
Like, bro, like he's arguably the most valuable player in NBA history. Like,
shit stinks.
The type of shit that he been traded for is like absolutely insane.
Oh, it's fucking filthy.
Insane. So,
no doubt. We're going to move on to the next piece of this here. So, obviously, we've kind of unloaded it quite a bit on this here. Was going to talk about how this impacts LeBron legacy, but we're going to move on to the next piece of this. So obviously, we know Philly's at the top of the food chain right now. They're the number one target, in spite of the Knicks being the defending champions. Zay, chat, how we feeling? Between New York, Detroit, Boston, Miami, or anybody else that you could think of, who's
Hey,
got the best
go
chance of stopping
ahead.
them?
Real quick, go ahead, edit that third and remove Miami. We're not even talking about them.
We got to,
We not-
bro.
we
No,
not
we
even talking
got, we
about that.
got to, man. We
We're not
got
even talking
to.
about
We
them.
got to.
We're not even talking about them.
We got to. They got Giannis.
Yeah.
They got the Greek Freak. They got
Yeah,
Bam
and
Adebayo.
they paired him
points and green eggs
and
in
they
him.
paired him with Bam. It's not enough. Like
It's not enough.
like
83
no,
points later.
we not
bro,
even
it's not enough.
we not even doing that, bro. Like they don't even have a perimeter scorer or a shooter. Like they don't have anything outside of them two.
They got
That's
PJ
they the
Mitchell.
definite they GM is Smokey's mama.
Don't
Make
hey,
it
we ain't
enough.
doing Pat like that. Nah, man.
Make it
we
enough.
ain't
Make it enough.
doing Pat like that, bro. Oh.
Make it enough. That's what he did.
Oh.
We ain't got nobody that can shoot. Make it enough.
We're not doing the Godfather of Miami County like that, man. We ain't doing that, bro. Come on,
Like,
man. Don't do Pat like that, bro.
on paper, there's really nobody that can compete with him. Like on paper, it's a different from when you tip it up. The closest matchup would be would be New York in the East. That's just because if you go position by position, you can narrow it down. So we're going to assume that all players are healthy in this scenario because like Boston, I like Boston. I don't know if they've done enough to compete with that roster.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Like them they added a great piece in defensively, but in Mitchell, but like it's not enough. But if you go point guard position, who you got? You go Jalen or Maxey? I think the clear answer is Jalen, and that's not even recency bias.
Until proven right. Until proven otherwise, then you
Right.
got to go with Jalen. Right.
So then you go two guard. You go Jalen Brown. No, you go Etchcom or who did they
I would
start?
say Mikal
Mikal.
Bridges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would give Mikal the
You're going Mikal
slight
still,
edge.
naturally, yeah.
And especially in this lineup, I give Mikal.
Right.
Right. So then you go three. You go
OG.
You go OG and Jalen Brown.
Yep.
You go Jalen Brown. Even though OG just came off an insane final. You go Brown. 4 is Braun and Hart. Braun. Even at 42. Like
Yeah.
it's Braun.
Michael Braun. Yeah.
It's Braun. Like it's a 6'5" power forward versus a 6'8"
A
42-year-old athletic.
A 6'5" guard. Let's be honest. Like Hart's a guard.
Hey,
he just
no, he is, but he plays the power forward spot, so that's where he's lined up at.
Yeah, he's a guard.
he averaged 8 rebounds a game.
That man is not a power forward, but I no doubt.
So that's that, right? And then I clearly go Embiid. You're going to try to say Cat, but Cat disappears, and that's Cat's issue.
If
Cat can give you the same production as a hurt Joel Embiid, and he'd be on the floor.
All I'm gonna say is this: as long as he stays out of foul trouble, I'm going with Cat. But the problem is he can't stay out of foul trouble. Therefore, I reluctantly would have to pick JoJo if he's healthy. Two big ifs, because if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk right now with those two. But it depends on which arrow to the Achilles is going to strike first: JoJo's health or Cat's foul trouble. Because Cat, I'll be like, damn, bro, like keep your damn hands to yourself, like shit.
And that's honestly what made the Knicks championship so impressive. Because if you would have went in and said, "Hey Spurs, what is the key to winning this finals?"
Right.
It one at the top. Not at the very top. The first one would have been something in regards to Jalen.
Okay.
Below that, iffy defender, attack Cat, put him in foul trouble, and they did that every fucking game.
Yep, they sure did.
Besides game 1, they did it every fucking game.
Yep.
Like, if you would have been like, this is the keys to win the finals, who followed it more? Spurs followed it more. Neutralize Jalen. They did that for 3 quarters, basically, almost every fucking game.
Yep.
Get out to an early lead. They did that every game. Neutralize Cat, get him in foul trouble. They did that every game. You followed it. They probably were able to tick off everything on that whiteboard and still said, we lost 4-1 somehow. So, yeah, it made no sense. That's what made it that championship actually more impressive.
Okay.
But it has to be the Knicks in the East. Detroit, I love Cade.
Court of money, he says they don't have a front court.
No, they have a regular season front court.
Shit, they ain't got beef stew no more. He ain't got to go no more.
He not the good. Don't piss me off, beef stew.
You know I can't stand Isaiah Stewart. If it's one thing that you and I will always agree on is that we do not endorse Isaiah Stewart on this podcast and his shenanigans and his overalls.
But Jalen Duren has to. Oh, shit. He has to show me something this offseason.
Yep.
He has to. Like it's not up. It's not even debatable. It's not up for debate. Yep. He got to get in the lab. He better go work with some high-end big man coaches on the defensive side on ways to create offensively, how to be involved. Like, go work out with KG. Go work out with, like, go become a dog. Like, you got the physical attribute. Go become a fucking dog. I don't even know if I want him to have a dream shake. Like, no, go be a man.
Just get your man. I'm just asking. Go get your footwork together.
Like, go be a man. Like, go study Dwight Howard. Go become a fucking physical specialist.
He could be a Dwight Howard.
That's what I'm saying. Like, go study that. Like, y'all are about the same height. He a little bit heavier. Let's just go be a physical specimen, bro.
Yep.
If he would have had that last year, maybe it's about a different story. He went from a 20-10 guy to like 11-6 guy in the playoffs, which makes no sense. When Cade went from a 25 a night and 7 assists guy to a 30-9 guy. So your best player elevated and all of a sudden started shooting 45% from 3. Cade is not a 3-point shooter and became knocked down. So
no, I get it, man. I mean, out of that, I'm not moved by any other team in the East right now. I mean, with the exception of the Knicks. I mean, I still got us. Me. I rock with the New York Nova Knicks in particular. I think they're the only team at this very minute that would be equipped to potentially like slow them down in general. So matchup for matchup, they're right there. They could. This is a very underrated piece to that. I think they're a better team that could shoot better than the 76ers. That's like the one kind of point that I will say that I got with this roster is the ability to stretch the floor from all 5 positions. I still give the Knicks the edge.
That was really the issue last year too in the playoffs, and they didn't address it at all.
Not at all. I mean,
it got worse.
Yeah, because you got a lot of guys that are known for being able to like attack the rim and get to the foul line and generate offense like from that aspect of it. There's really like no true like knockdown shooters. Most of these guys, when they do knock down their threes, is when they're really cooking and able to create off of the dribble. So he said he absolutely got bullied by Jared Allen. I mean, he did. Jared Allen. And that's why I'm still not sold on Jalen Duren. I mean, if we're really going to be technical about that, he got pushed around by Wendell Carter Jr., well, we'll see about the Magic. I'm not mentioning the Magic until I see what is going to happen with Sean Sweeney as the coach.
You can't bring up the Wendell Carter. Not that one. That one was personal.
What you mean?
That one had personal
What you
ties to it,
mean?
bro.
What you mean it had
It
personal
had
ties
personal
to
ties
it?
to it, bro.
What you mean by that? What
You,
mean
you,
by
you
that?
know what it. You know what it means. He had personal ties with it. You know, who is his current girl's ex? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like that has some. You know, if you
Oh
dating
man.
Angel Reese and you going against and you in the playoffs against her ex nigga, I'm gonna show her
Are you
that I'm
are
the
you
best nigga.
are you saying that Wendell might have ate
He had
Popeye's
insensitive.
spinach?
He was incentivized.
That was so like the nastiest work ever in general, bro. I swear I think that's the reason why Jamal K got that punch off on Jalen Thorne. But Wendell's like, I can't do it. I'm gonna need you to go do it. Set that man up royally for that damn flush. I was like, ooh.
Like,
Nah, that
yeah,
shit was
bro.
crazy though. That shit was crazy. Positive record say I think with him returning, the same team, the early favorites, anything could happen. I mean, yeah, anything could definitely happen. I mean, it's still early. We got a lot of teams that that could be back in the mix. I mean, we still got to see like what is Holly going to look like, what are the Pacers are going to look like with their current like assemblance. Can Orlando make a leap with their team kind of coming back intact and with the switch to Sean Sweeney as the head coach? So it's a lot of things that we still got to see with a lot of different teams.
I
The
will throw in the
Cavs.
I will throw in the dark horse
Oh.
because where am I going? Since you want to laugh, since you want to laugh, because we going off of a team construction. Where am I going?
There's only two possibilities that you can't go with this. There's a team that you gave a very late endorsement to, even after they moved on from their guy, the Charlotte Hornets potentially.
You look at the way that roster is built.
They're scary.
They have a hell of a coach.
They got damn good coaching. Yeah.
If Brandon Miller takes this step that they are expecting him to take, and if Con Knipple adds into his bag, they are going to be a problem. They are too deep at every fucking position.
Yeah.
And they added my guy Nas. Like, he's a great foundational piece.
No, definitely
They
solid.
are
Yeah.
solid. And I think they are going to shock a lot of people even after the exit of LaMelo. I think they
Yep.
got better by subtraction.
No, I wholeheartedly agree with that. And Paz kind of hit the other team, which is who I was thinking that might be the one team. If they could take a leap, I'm not counting the Raptors out based off of what I saw, but the Kawhi trade's kind of still up in the air. I don't know if they're going to ship out those pieces for him still. Even if they keep those guys, who knows if they're going to be happy campers after getting like dangled out there in a trade like that. So we'll see. They definitely have the tools to do it. Like they have the length to be a problem against them. So, but we got to see. We just got to see. Scotty Barnes
The other team that I would have thought of was Atlanta, but they need a big. Like
Atlanta, yeah,
like-
they're just undersized, bro. Like
they just need the actual big, but and they didn't address.
so. Chicken dinner with no butter, no green beans, no mac and cheese, no nothing. They got the rest of the drumstick.
It's ridiculous, bro.
They got their 2-piece Yikin special from Popeyes.
Yeah, they got they 2-piece with the Popeye biscuit, that dry ass biscuit.
Ah. Hey, we ain't even got no honey for that damn biscuit. It gonna be shit bricks.
Like, jeez.
Shit, you couldn't even give me the Red Lobster biscuits at least. You couldn't give me the cheddar
Nah,
biscuits.
no Cheddar Bay, no Cheddar Bay.
Damn.
Like,
You couldn't give me no Olive Garden breadsticks. Like, damn.
no Cheddar Bay biscuits. No,
Oh shit! Oh, the
It's not
dry
enough.
Popeyes biscuits, boy. After sitting out for 2 days, about as hard as a damn baseball at that point. So
Hockey
I did have
puck.
no doubt. Man, we were definitely chewing on this topic. We're gonna shift there. I had another third I was gonna talk about, but we're gonna keep it moving here. to the next piece of this. So obviously we talked about the teams in the East that could potentially disrupt them, but there's always the last line of defense that comes from across the Mississippi River in most cases. We are going to talk about the second part of this particular piece in the West. So obviously, we talk about the Western Conference. There are two teams that duked it out in the Western Conference Finals that would be clear favorites to return to this platform. Before we talk about whether they could address Philly, is that your thoughts on, would you say currently, based on what we've seen so far, are the Thunder and the Spurs still the top teams in the West right now?
Hey man, fuck all you talking about. It's all about them Snowtown Lakers. Like, nah.
No, I was about to say, you can say that shit with confidence. Nah, get the Freeway Patrol out of here, boy.
It's easily the Thunder. The Thunder and the Spurs. Like,
Pause.
it's easily Thunder and the Spurs. Like,
Got you.
and they're the only two teams I think that's built to compete, like, on paper with that Philly roster. Like, because I don't think people really understand, like, how scary that Spurs roster is. And they didn't get a glimpse of it last year. They just weren't watching. Minnesota don't stand a chance. Not in that West. LaMelo not enough. He's never been proven to play winner ball. So I don't instantly think it's going to start clicking now. He's never been a winner. Like, Lonzo, they won state championship when Lonzo was there. Not him. Like, he's never played winning ball. So you also have to take that into account. Like, winning is infectious. He does not infect teams with a winning culture and a winning atmosphere. That's the issue. It's a very fun and entertaining brand of basketball, but doesn't translate to winning.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because my next third was going to ask, can Minnesota finally break through, given that they traded for LaMelo Ball?
As of right now, as I speak, like, LaMelo has to show me growth before I can give him that tag. Like, I think Ant is ready. Unless you're saying that Ant is going to take an even bigger step and show that I'm going to put everybody on my back.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
They didn't get better this offseason to me. Like, but they got better. They got a point guard. But I don't know if that made them better, because they also gave up a big piece in Nas. I don't think people realize how important Nas is to that team.
Mike Conley walk too. Yeah, even though Mike's getting old, but Mike was a good veteran presence.
But he's a leader. But like, I think Mike could have benefited LaMelo.
Yeah, from sticking around. Yeah.
Yeah, like, so that, I think that hurts. Like,
yeah,
I may be wrong, and someone can fact check me on it, and if I'm wrong, so be it. But I don't know if he's ever had that true veteran leader in his locker room.
He never has, bro. Because come on, Charlotte's been a walking train wreck. The closest thing they had to that at any point in time in his career in Charlotte was Gordon Hayward. You know what I mean? And Gordon had like a hot 16 moment early on in his career, but it really was just injury riddled after that. You know?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he has to show me. Like, he's talented enough to be the guy and to elevate them off of talent, but he hasn't translated into winning ball. This past year was the most he's ever won. Now, the only thing that you can say is you hope that little taste of a play-in was enough of a taste to be like, I'm going to get serious about this.
Yeah.
And it's going to translate to winning basketball.
Yeah.
Outside of that, until he shows me that, I can't give him – I just can't give it to him. I can't. Me personally, I can't. And I think he's a tremendous talent.
Yeah.
But I can't but Minnesota, are they able to break through with adding LaMelo? Because he has to show me. I hope he proves me wrong, because he's a hell of a talent.
Yeah.
But he has to show me first.
I think that's a fair assessment. Will they finally break through? I'm not sure if I can say that.
And the West is tough as hell.
The West is definitely tough as hell. I'm not sure if I'm ready to necessarily give them the that. I'll definitely change the scenery. Will definitely help them out. Paz, I appreciate you mentioning that. I mean, I will say I hope it has the J.R. Smith effect on him. Essentially, like going to a, much more like a colder environment, where you got to be a little bit more disciplined as far as like honing your craft and not being around some negative elements and stuff might help the case. But in the case of LaMelo, it's do or die time. At one point in time, he was deemed as a star in this league, all-star. At one point, kind of has been out of the spotlight due to a variety of reasons, as far as like not being in that role. But you're absolutely right; he just hasn't translated into playing winning basketball. Now, to his defense, the Charlotte Hornets franchise has not done the best as far as fielding reasonable pieces around him. It seemed like they started getting it right around the time he was wearing out his welcome in Charlotte in general. So it's a catch-22 situation with that in particular. I think they finally started getting the right guys. They stopped trying to like load him up with like veterans that have either won before. Like they stopped trying to put recycled parts like a Terry Rozier or a Gordon Hayward around him, and they actually like got the scouting room right. Seemed like a lot of shit happened after Michael Jordan sold his stock in the team, bro. Like I don't know if that has something to do with it or what, but like once Mike sold his stock, it seemed like they started making a lot more wiser and better moves outside of that. So that could be a piece of the puzzle. Outside of that, it's a wild card thing. I don't know if this was enough to push them higher than where they've been at. Because again, you did lose Nas Reed via the trade. Very critical front court piece. Julius Randle's out. I know people give Julius Randle his shit, but when Julius is doing his thing, Julius still puts up fringe All Star numbers. In general, you can't say he doesn't play winning basketball because at least in the latter part of his career, his production has been synonymous with postseason success, playing with strong guard play in general. But still, you don't get there without that kind of production being in there with his play as well too. So we got to see it. We got to see it. Going to be different. It's definitely going to be a different vibe. But you got two egocentric players. We're gonna see if they can make it work and gel together. It's gonna be
Unless they're
interesting.
using the logic, when you trade Julius, a chip follows.
Yeah, there is that. There is that piece of it. But I don't expect Rudy Gobert to all of a sudden develop an offensive game.
Hey,
You know.
you go to him and say, "Hey, this is fucking FIBA. Get your offensive bag."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah. You're
I
right.
I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. When I watch
It's
him in
like that with a
FIBA,
lot
I'm
of
like,
it ain't just him with that. But go ahead.
no,
Go
it's
ahead.
but like
It's a
because he
lot of
has
them
a
fools that be doing that shit. But
oh no,
him
like
too. He's the main one.
Mario Razinga's one of them.
Franz.
Yeah, well,
God, Franz is the poster child of that shit.
Franz does stuff in the NBA too, but like he kills in FIBA, but he does it. He's a 20 point a night guy.
He is a
in the
he
NBA.
he plays all
Like,
NBA ball at FIBA, then all of a sudden Orlando it just becomes pedestrian play here and there, and he loses his jump shot touch. I'm tired of
like,
watching him play international. I need him to do that shit in the States. I'm tired of watching him do this shit for Germany.
bro, but he averaged 20, bro.
He did,
He
but
averaged. He averaged like that's what I'm saying. Like it's not like he doesn't. It's not like Rudy to where I give you 8 a game when I go to FIBA and give you 18. Like with a face up game, and I'm giving you jab steps, and I'm driving and giving you a hard pivot to a spin and dunk on the nigga. Like that's what Rudy be doing in FIBA. I'm like, where is this? Where is this in the NBA?
uh-huh.
Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro.
Exactly. Defensive player of the year, that's it. That's all you gonna get out of Rudy, but oh my goodness.
I'm like, you definitely go get it on the. You definitely go get Rudy to show up defensively and rebound the ball. That's something that you don't really got to worry about. And he's going to be there every night. Rudy doesn't really get hurt. Like he's reliable, so you can depend on that. If he can get his output to 12 to 14 a night, great. But it's not enough, man. Especially with no Dante next year. It's not enough. Like I don't think people understand how big of a piece Dante is either. So
Yeah. Well, I will say this.
that's a great comparison. Summer Ben Simmons equals Rudy
Bro.
because if you watch a Ben Simmons summer workout, I mean he pulling up from 3, like it's a completely different Ben Simmons, bro.
Hey, when Ben be shooting in the summer, boy, his elemental power is keen. But boy, it won't even be a search and rescue. It'd be a search and recover for his damn jump shot during the regular season. But yeah, that shit.
Jump shot, like outside anything outside of 12 feet, he ain't even attempting. Like nah, you got it.
No,
The fact that
boy,
Trae Young broke his spirits. Trae Young.
Your guy. Your guy.
Oh, I fuck with Trae.
I
Like,
know you do.
bro, the reason it don't make sense. Trae was on defense. Just boom his fucking head off. Why'd you pass out of that?
Thibault got that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a dime. It was a dime. I know the first words, whether it was in English, Spanish, Bangladesh, whatever, that was probably the biggest WTF that you ever heard or you ever didn't hear in an NBA game, bro. I know he said what the fuck when he threw in that damn fast.
Bro,
Oh.
if you're 6'10 and Trae Young rotates down on you with the ball in the paint, 10 out of 10 times you're supposed to boom his fucking head off, bro. Not this year. Not this year. Not this year, Paz. They too young. But I love what Utah cooking. I love what Utah cooking. But now they like 2 to 3 years away from a playoff run.
Oh yeah.
Like, but I love what they cooking though. Like George, Peterson, Ace, Jaren Jackson. Yeah, with Flip. I like what they cooking out there. I like what Utah cooking.
No Walker Kessler.
It's snow time, baby.
Is he a part of the cream team?
Snow time.
The Costco Coalition. As they call them. They got so many wicked names for them, boy. The Costco Collective.
Arrogant Ego Collective, boy.
Oh, shit. It's giving Abercrombie and Fitch vibes.
It's giving the Wrangler jeans.
Oh, shit. Lee Dungarees. Oh, shit. Okay. I mean, they've been slowly building. I mean, I knew when Danny Ainge became a part of like their decision, even if it as an advisor's role, as he says. I knew when they brought him into the fold for like decision making that Utah was going to find their way back somehow. You saw the formula taking its effect. You got all those healthy scratches and guys sitting out. I mean, matter of fact, is Lord Marketing still there too?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, hey man. Utah, they just got to cut their teeth. One good year of like solid basketball. We'll see.
But I think Laurie will be the one out though.
He'll be the one out eventually. But
like,
again, you know how Dange does. Flip them for reasonable draft assets and keep the shit pushing. You know how he roll. The king of the fleece.
You know, you call me the mad scientist. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Here we go.
It's not gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
But like, what if we live in a world where they can like, all right, we gonna go ahead and we go get off of Larry Marketing?
Mm-hmm.
What if they be like, hey, Indy, what if we give you Larry, George, and some picks, and you give us Hallie to crazy,
man,
crazy.
Hey, don't rule that shit out, bro.
Like,
don't rule that shit out.
I don't know if Indy would consider it. I don't know if Indy would consider it. But if I'm Utah, that's something I'm working on my back here. Like, how many picks and these two would it take to get Hallie to add to Peterson and Ace and Jaren Jackson?
Yeah.
That's where my mind would go. Because I think he would let them be able to run the floor. Those two wings run the floor. Yep. He would be able to get them the ball in prime spots. And it would elevate their games tremendously. And then to be able to go with a pick and roll and a pick and pop with Jaren Jackson. Jeez.
Jeez Louise. No doubt about it. No doubt.
That's where my head would go.
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Well, on this final list, I don't have the Jazz necessarily listed.
Oh, no, they're not there. They're not there. No.
But I after canvassing the landscape and thinking about every teams here, I came up with 5 teams that you might be able to throw in the mix. But between these 5 teams in the West, and anybody else that you could remotely think of, chat, feel free to chime in. Lakers, Nuggets, Spurs, Thunder, Wolves. Could any one of these teams potentially disrupt the 76ers if they were to meet them in the finals?
Yeah, 2. Spurs and OKC.
No chance Denver can be back in the mix
Not a
along with the
not,
Lake Show.
not a fucking chance.
Whoa!
Not a
Hey,
fucking
hey,
chance.
easy there, brother.
Denver, no.
Shit.
Wolves, no. And I'm gonna tell you this: after Luka getting traded, there's no such thing as a fucking lifer.
You say a lifer.
There's no such.
He-
There's no
hey,
such thing as a lifer.
man,
No such thing as a lifer
I
anymore.
don't know, man.
Luka got traded coming off a finals appearance. There is, there is no such thing as a lifer anymore.
Hold up, that this was also after Mark Cuban sold the team. So did you
Don't matter.
If Mark
Don't
Cuban
matter.
was still running the operation, that shit would not have gone down. We
Don't
know
matter.
this.
That's what I'm saying.
Mark
There's no
Cuban
such
ain't
thing as a
making that damn
lifer.
trade.
There's no such thing as a lifer, bro. Because I think Indiana has to feel they have to recoup. They have to recoup them trading a top 5 pick for Zubac. So
Every time I think about that shit, man, it hurts my soul.
they
Ah.
got to recoup that, bro.
Oh.
They gave up a top 5 pick for Zubac. They got to recoup that, bro. They got to recoup it.
Jesus Christ. Every damn time.
They got to recoup it, bro.
Yeah.
GM should be fired for that. Zubac for a top 5 pick? It's crazy. To not have a top 5 protection or a lottery protection on that pick, it's crazy.
The Clippers weren't supposed to come back, bro. They're supposed to suffer. They're supposed to be dog shit.
Why would you not protect a first round pick in this draft of all drafts, the drafts that we just had? Why would you trade that in that year? Mm-hmm. This isn't a trade. This isn't a trade they made years ago. We didn't know that this was a draft class. No,
Yeah.
they traded this during the season and knew this draft class was coming in and said Zubac unprotected first. Are you out? Is you out your fucking mind?
You out your cotton picking mind.
Like,
Nah. Nah. Beautiful points. But nah, man. I just every time I think about that shit, it's just so fucking ghastly. I look for the Clippers to be like, you know what? Hey, we got that trade. I think it's the perfect time for us to move on from Kawhi at Toronto. How we doing? But nah, man. Out of that group, I don't even know if I would say the Spurs will be quite ready to beat that team, because I still think they still need a little bit more experience. I would probably say the only team I would be willing to bet money on will be the Thunder, because of like the experience of winning a title and also being fully battle tested. Last year, a little shorthanded. SGA ran himself into the ground, obviously, in that series. And oh, Chet. Chet better find his soul, man. He better stop being Harvey Dent and find a way to become Two-Face, boy, because the Batman on his Wemby is kicking his ass. You know, he better figure something out, man. But no, I definitely think Thunder might be the only team that could potentially stop a Philadelphia 76ers team that makes it, or anyone else out the East. I mean, who knows? I mean, we could be talking prematurely and overlooking the Knicks as well, too, but I would say the Thunder is right now my early favorite. We just got to see how the Spurs progress, you know, because we've seen teams get there early and then struggle after that. Not saying that the Spurs are the 2007 Cleveland Cavaliers, but we've seen teams get there and face a little bit of a drought getting back there afterwards. So, you know, you never know. But boy said soft. Exactly. I love it. I fucking love it. Nah, but the West is going to be a bloodbath, and the East, there's two towers that are still there. One being vehemently disrespected right now since the newly assembled 76ers, and obviously the 76ers are going to have a major target on their back. That Atlantic Division is going to be a beautiful thing to watch, you know, because the rivalry, the lines, the drama surrounding those three teams, the Celtics, the 76ers, and them New York Knickerbockers. It's going to be interesting to see how that all pans out here. But as a final take for basketball, and we're going to cut into the second segment. Who would you like to see in the NBA Finals next year?
Who would I like to see?
Who would you like to see in
Versus
the finals next
or
year?
who
Just
would I
period
like
for both conferences. Yeah,
like who would I like or who do I think? That's two different questions.
I'll go with like who would you like to see? Just
I would like to see the Spurs back,
okay.
and I would like to see Detroit because of Cade.
You are
Like
the
I,
you're Cage your guy, man.
like I would like to see Detroit because of Cade, but it won't be Detroit. Prediction is probably going to be my prediction is OKC in Philly at this point. Like that's my prediction. Uh, if everybody's healthy, but so and that's also on OKC's part because I think if Jalen was actually 100% healthy, they probably beat
They
San
probably
Antonio
do
this
San
year.
Antonio, yeah.
So
Yes, you have another guy out there that ain't afraid of the other team. Not that saying that the whole other roster wasn't, but when you got one all-star disappearing, another all-star has to emerge. Period. You know.
nah, because Isaiah wasn't scared of him, and neither was like Isaiah Joe and all them. But you
Alex
can't rely on
Caruso,
role
yeah.
players to step
No.
up like to that magnitude. Like Caruso can only do so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right.
he gave you 2 30-point games
Shit. That you may never see again.
ever. Like
He gave you
so
2 shooting stars. You don't see him that often. As far as who I would like to see, I would like to see Oklahoma City come out of the West, and I want the Spurs to wait a little bit longer, experience a little bit more heartbreak, get a little bit more edge and to their game before they break through. I think they're still a year or two away from being like a legit live, like you got to go through us to reach the finals, and we're here type scenario. Thunder, and I know this ain't gonna happen. Realistically speaking, it ain't gonna happen. I'd love to see my boys in Orlando get there, but I don't know. The coaching is the X factor. We gonna see because Sean Sweeney is from the San Antonio Spurs coaching tree, and he is coming off of being a very pivotal piece of a championship contender. So we'll see if he has that kind of touch on the Magic, and can get unlock wherever they're short of at. Orlando's got a plethora of talent down there. A lot of guys that have not really hit their peak yet, so we'll see. Realistically speaking, though, because I know it's still going to take time for them to gel and to figure out that with a new system being implemented. Realistically, I still say Thunder, and I'm going with the Knicks. I think the Knicks will find a way to disrupt the situation in Philly, and I think the one guy he's the hero, he would be the hero that Gotham needs in order to beat this team. I can't count on JoJo's health, man. I just can't. I can't depend on it, and I think without him, I don't know if Bona is going to be enough as the next man up at the 5 spot. You no longer have an Andre Drummond to lean on, yeah. I'd say I think that I would give the Knicks the edge, with them fielding it, because I got to see if a team can disrupt what they're doing. So Philly's obvious big time threat to stop the defending champs. But I'm gonna put some respect on the champs' name until they get thrown. So I'm gonna roll with it, assuming everybody's healthy. That is.
okay,
We're gonna see.
nothing wrong with that.
No doubt. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we've talked more than enough about basketball at this point, and thanks to Riverside for shuffling around my damn my thirds here.
Thirds.
I mean, like, bro, like my whole second part has disappeared. I'm feeling some type of way about it, but there we go. Several moments later, it is now time to talk about the second most wonderful time of the year. We are in the final week of July, which means August is within hours. And if August is within hours of being here, that means there is one sport ready to take its rightful place as the number one sport here in the States. And that is Football de Norteamericano, or as we say right here in the States, football. The real football. Football is back officially. Well, kinda. But those of us that have played the game, studied the game, coached the game, been a
Love the
part of the
game.
game, loved the game, still in love with the soul of the game, we know what this time of year is about. Again, I stated at the top of the podcast, this is where dreams are made. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens this time because training camps and Tua days are now upon us. I'm sure you remember from your days back in the day in many different capacities of where we seen it's all those guys that think they about to do something, as far as that. Oh no, well in some cases OTAs, but this training camp time, man, the time for the no more just shorts, no pads. It's time to put them pads on. It's time to hit them things pop, boy. And say, I'm sure you've seen them all through the years, all those basketball players and other athletes that think they about to do something. They getting right in the weight room. They hitting the 1,000-pound club. They squatting 400 plus. They benching 275 easily. Throwing up 20 reps or whatever. Doing all that, and the first time they get that, nah, I'm done, bro. I'm good. I'm out.
I'm going to play basketball. I'm going to play basketball. You knew you was going to get hit coming out here.
Shit, I'm out.
You knew you was coming out here. You knew you was coming out here. No, coach. I'm going back to basketball.
Nah, coach, I'm good, bro. I'll see you in track season, bro. I'm like, track season? Damn. They want to knock the winter sports out of that fool, boy. Ooh, one Oklahoma drill, one King of the Hill, and that can separate your future, boy. Can knock your ass to the shadow realm if you ain't careful, man. But nah, man, football season is basically back for those of us that can't wait, man. So I wanted to dedicate this one, not necessarily talking about NFL, but just kind of going down some of those things, man. Because as we know, man, the grind's here. Training camps are open. We got some teams, getting ready to take those next steps. I mean, the pros have officially reported at this point. College obviously is in full swing with games coming up here in the next 4 weeks, and obviously in high school, man, it's time to, you are going to find out very quickly if you aren't a bona fide star, whether you're going to be seeing them Friday night lights or if you're going to be a Saturday morning or Monday night hero. And those of us that had the displeasure of playing JV football in high school know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. So... But Zay, your thoughts, man, with football being right back upon us, man. We got some stuff coming up relatively soon here. A lot of big key dates, fantasy football, the Hall of Fame game. Stuff's within weeks, man.
Fuck the Hall of Fame game. Fuck the Hall of Fame game. As a someone that's partaken in the Hall of Fame game multiple times, it's the most pointless preseason game of them all. Especially now with being the extra preseason game for only those two teams. They're the only teams that play a fourth preseason game now.
Which is crazy.
Starters don't play at all. A lot of them don't even dress.
Yeah.
Like it's pointless as far as that goes. But this time of year is great. But I love it. But I hate the delusion of fans. Like,
tell.
People understand, like, or maybe they don't because of the comments that I've been seeing.
Okay.
Do people think talents like Mike Vick or Lamar Jackson that they go all year? And because they are supreme athletes, that they only work on throwing the ball. That's the only thing that they work on. They don't work on being able work on lateral movements, actually effective running maneuvers with the ball in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the reason I bring this up, it's clearly noted on here that football wise, college basketball wise, I'm a Michigan man.
Yep, no doubt.
And the recent clip of Bryce Underwood working on running the ball. in his workouts. So there's two things. People are like, oh, he's turned into a running back. He's changing his position to running back because he can't fucking throw. Like, one, did anybody watch him throwing the ball last year? Bryce can spin it.
He can spin
Like,
that some bitch, boys. A little
Bryce
too,
can
a
spin
little
it.
too strongly, if you ask me.
So,
Yep.
but at the same time, did anybody watch Utah last year? Anybody? Did you watch Utah last year?
Vaguely.
Okay. The reason I asked, I did.
Okay.
I stay up and watch West Coast football. Their quarterbacks run the fucking ball. Kyle Winningham runs the ball with his quarterbacks.
Yep.
Whether it's Dampier, whether it's the guy behind him, he runs the fucking ball with QB powers, QB draws, counters. Their running backs move. As in Dampier, I believe, not last year, the year before that, was a 1,000-yard rusher in Kyle's system. And I think we all would say, as a natural talent, that Bryce Underwood is a more talented individual or gifted individual than what Dampier is. Naturally gifted.
Yeah.
So if he's understanding now that he's going to be running the ball more because of the schematic fit as well as spinning that bitch, wouldn't you also still work on your ability to cut in and out of a hole, how to make somebody miss? That's not training to be a running back. That's called preparing for the task at hand. You're going to see a lot of quarterback movement and a lot of quarterback carries out this Michigan system. So people not understand that people work on all aspects of their game is asinine to me. It's completely ridiculous. But it's part of the season that we're in. You know, people will gravitate at anything that they see just to talk about football. That's on the college side. And, you know, when did they report back? What,
Colleges, I think so.
So, or a week, because I think they get 3 weeks before the season. They start at the end of August. Their first game is the last week of August. So I imagine they would be reporting back like this week maybe. But yeah, I'm excited about it, man. Like, you know, my Bengals are already getting chippy. I like it. Day one.
I already heard about your boy Jamar, man. He already
I
there,
like it.
bro.
I like it. I like it. But the thing is, like,
Yep.
the reason I like it isn't even because it's Jamar. I like it because our defense instigated the shit. That's one thing that we didn't see from our defense last year was fire, was fight, a willingness to compete. And they doing that day one. So they setting the tone. So that alone got me more hype about the season. Like, I know Dex is there, and I'm not going to say all this is on Dex, but, you know, you add in competitors like Dex and Jonathan Allen to the mix, and you bring in someone who's used to competing for championships and Brian Cook in the secondary. They're probably holding these players to a level of accountability they haven't been held to.
Yeah.
And like, hey, nah, we on that. Whatever they on, we on. They on bullshit, we on bullshit. Whatever they on, we on.
Yeah.
So, if not more, like, they not doing it because they don't want to get cut. But I know the message is on some shit like, hey, Joe's practice jersey better be dirty today. Knowing they can't touch Joe. So
I don't want Joe. Matter of fact, as soon as Joe gets touched, hey, play over with. I don't want Joe to get a damn throw off right now. You know what I'm saying?
like,
Get to that flag.
but it's got to be that type of messaging, bro. Like, we on whatever they on. If they on Demon Time, we on it right with them, bro. That has to be the messaging, and I'm liking what I'm seeing after day one. You know, Chase throwing DB's helmets across the field. I'm with it. So I'm with people competing, whether it's day one or day 100. Compete, bro.
No doubt about
That's
it.
all I ask for, bro.
Nah, no doubt about it, man. And I'm gonna use a quote, man, from one of my favorite football movies. That kind of describes it, man, because it's something that those of us that, you know, had to let go of the game sooner than we wanted to, as far as like from our playing days, best represents it. And that movie's The Replacements, man. And it's pretty simple, because this time of year, man, you're gonna have a lot of moments where like you're gonna be tested physically by guys that are equally hungry in practice on every level, whether it's high school and you got a realistic shot again, being a Friday night guy, being able to see those lights on Friday nights, or whether you're a guy that might be backing them up on special teams, or you might be relegated to JV. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody, it's hunger. This is a moment where your mental fortitude and physical resilience will be tested, man. But I tell to those guys right now, one of the best quotes I ever heard was in the movie Replacements. Pain heals, chick stick scars, and glory lasts forever, man. So right now, in this moment, and I would say that to anybody that's getting ready to lace those cleats up, man, and get out there and get it in, man, like this could be the moment that changes your life for many different trajectories. Make the most of it. Be resilient. Be brave. Don't be afraid, man, and leave it all out there on the field. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be an interesting ride, but I wish I had the same amount of passion for my team's opening at training camp here, because here we are. First training camp week of the season, and we are now currently having a player deal with an injury issue already. 49ers, latest update I heard out of their most recent thing, while Nick Bosa is starting to progress and getting working his way back towards teams drills. Ricky Pearsall still dealing with a knee issue that slowed him down towards at various points throughout last season. So just got to hope that the Niners are able to make it work. Gonna have to probably bring in some more wide receiver depth and bolster that. Might be time to get off your high horse and possibly give Deebo Samuel a call and just to get the tires on and see what's up. But yeah, I'm definitely excited, man, for certain. Paz making a comment talking about, he says Malik looked faster off of what he's seen, and Odell Mackay have been making plays. Yeah, I mean, this is where you're seeing a lot of guys make a lot of those things, make things happen for sure, man. Also, San Francisco, man, I know a lot of people was clowning our first selection, man, but this dude's been impressing pretty strongly in training camp so far. And Dejon Stribling, man, he's looking like a prototypical 49er, man. Guy that can go out there, get up, short bursts, tough, yards after contact, block. He's a solid dude, man. I think he's going to contribute a lot sooner than what guys think, man. I think he was the perfect guy that will allow us to move on from the imbeciles of the world and the Brandon Ayuks. And speaking of Brandon Ayuk, given the recent nonsense that continues to happen with this kid, do you still think there's a team that's going to take a chance on him? And even with him taking shots at the number one team that he's claiming that he wants to go play for, specifically his Brody and Jaden Daniels, you think Brandon Ayuk still got some a future in this league, or do you think it's officially about to be done?
Brandon Ayuk would never play another down in the NFL. Book it. Screenshot it.
Book it.
He'll never play it down in the NFL again.
Damn.
He's too much of a liability.
I think, and that's exactly where I was going with that.
He's too much of a headache. He'll never play another down. Like, you're just making noise and you're not even with the team. Like, you're not helping the team. You're not proving to a team that I can help you in any way. Like, even if helping you is staying out the way. Like, he won't do it. He won't do it.
Or even something as simple as you're trying to get back on the field. You want them to make a trade, but your dumbass is not wise enough to do the one thing that's going to get you back on the field sooner. Just step into the 49ers facility, apply for reinstatement, so they can either cut you or trade you. One of the two. It's just that damn simple.
And my thing is, like, it's not even like he's coming back from this injury and like his social media posts are like remnants of OBJ. Right? And what I mean by that is, if you remember when OBJ tore that Achilles in that Super Bowl, not Achilles, tore the ACL in the Super Bowl. Hey, whoever was over his marketing and his social media team of him working out and rehabbing, chef's kiss. Like chef's kiss. Like everything that he was posting was dedicated to his rehab and his seriousness of getting back on the field, not vocalizing anything. I'm putting in the work, and I'm showing you that I'm putting in the work. and I'm showing you I'm not losing explosiveness. I'm running without a brace on. I'm doing this. I'm doing X, Y, and Z. I can still help you win now.
Yep.
Brandon Ayuk is going the complete opposite way, dropping thousands of dollars in an empty closet and walking out, calling out teammates, calling out organizations,
Coaches,
like
GMs, like
calling out, saying that he want to go play with his good friend Jaden, and then Jaden not publicly saying or voicing that he would like him to come there, then taking shots at Jaden's mom. I'm like, bro, what did you like? What did you on? Like you realize like Jaden's agent is his mom. So even if Jaden hasn't said it, when those came out, she could have easily been like, look, if y'all consider bringing that motherfucker here, I promise you this. We will not be looking to resign in Washington. You don't play with the church's money. Like
no.
you do not play with the church's money. And Jaden is the church's money right now. Because if he comes back healthy, he's talented enough to be an elite quarterback in this league. He's talented enough. The question is if he can stay healthy. And we go see. Because when he's healthy, he's proven, even as a rookie, I can get you to an NFC championship.
Yep.
Granted, the guy ain't got dog walk, but hey, he got you to an NFC championship as a rookie. As a rookie.
As a rookie.
So, and I'm not even gonna call last year a sophomore slump because he was hurt.
Yeah.
But
Come on now.
because he was actually pretty productive when he was playing. Besides the game he actually finally got hurt in and didn't play again. When you look at that in retrospect, they was getting their head thumped by the NFL Super Bowl champs. It was versus Seattle. so and that defense was crazy last year. So
No doubt.
yeah, I'm not gonna hold that against him. I'm not gonna call it a sophomore slump. But yeah, you don't play with the church's money, and Ayuk is just proven to be a liability and not an asset. So he'll never play that down.
I wholeheartedly concur. It's been beyond frustrating to watch this, man, because at one point, you know something's clearly wrong or going on with this dude, whether it's something that he wants to admit or whether it's something that's serious or whether he's just in a state of denial about his own conditioning. But bruh needs some sort of counseling, therapy, or just help in general, man, because what we're seeing is a guy that could literally, like, with one humbling decision or just he's one mature decision away from being able to turn this around, but that path to turn it around and be successful coming out of it is slowly eroding with
I don't
every
even know if it
social
can be
media
turned
post.
around at this point.
I'm
Like,
with you.
it might be too far gone. Like you can't keep taking shots at organizations.
Nope.
Like them owners will band together and be like, yeah, he done. Like he done.
We saw what happened to
So-
Antonio Brown, bro. Like, walked off in the middle of a game. You're talking a Hall of Fame caliber receiver. Like, he will eventually get into the Hall of Fame,
I don't know.
But
know.
with that kind
Like,
of shit going on,
People look at that action as like the ultimate disrespect to the game of football.
mm-hmm.
Like, should he be a Hall of Famer? No fucking question about it.
Talent-wise,
Talent-wise, first
no.
ballot.
Yeah,
First
without
ballot Hall of
question.
Famer. He definitely won't be a first ballot. He won't be a second ballot. Probably won't be a third ballot. Like T.O. was pissed because he had to wait to his third, which he did. He shouldn't have waited.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't be top 3 in pretty much every statistical category and not be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Right.
So AB, because of his antics, is he gonna be waiting a while?
Without question. I mean, and it's just one of those, like, people tried to paint that bullshit narrative about Terrell Owens and like the antics and all that. But like, what are we really talking about? His antics were simply related to a two like windows with two teams that he just simply fell out of favor with. Period. And there's been multitudes of receivers that were, like right in that same boat or under him that fell out with teams and had messy divorces from them. He still got in, no problem. So,
Lost.
but in AB's case, man, this is just, it's hard because what he went through and what he dealt with and how he rose from where he was brought into the league at. The brother deserves to get the jacket, man. But Again, you could have a lot of things working against you, and like you said, man, you quitting on your team in that fashion in the middle of like a live broadcast game and making a spectacle out of it. You just can't disrespect the game like that because that's exactly what that is. You're spitting in the face of, you know, the fans that paid to come see you play. You're spitting in the face of teammates that went through the same struggle that you went through in off seasons to get yourself there. Tom vouched for you to, to get there and to help you out. I got my feelings about Tom Brady, but that was a very stand-up move he did for a guy, that didn't quite deserve it just based off of his actions prior to that. The coaches, everybody that fought to help give him the opportunity, and for him to basically piss it away and let that be the lasting image. Like when people think back about Antonio Brown, it's not going to be about the plays that were made as a Steeler. He won a Super Bowl while he was there, right? Or no? He wasn't part of the 2010 team. Okay.
No, I think he got a ring with Tom though.
Yeah, he's okay. So he was on that team, but they're not going to think about him being a contributor on that Super Bowl team with Tom. They're not going to think about his days as a Pittsburgh Steeler. They're not even gonna think about the shit where he did the damn ninja kick on the kickoff return play and shit. They're going to think about him walking off the field bareback in the middle of a game, crossing the field while doing it and waving goodbye to everybody, throwing his equipment in the stands, bro. Like, it's one thing to quit on the team. Like, I'll give you another example. Vondre Campbell, back, a couple years with the 49ers, right, when he was filling in when we had that season with a litany of injuries, he was basically replacing Dre Greenlaw. And bro just basically quit on us when we were literally down to him on a Thursday night football game in the middle of the fucking game. They called him like, "Hey, bro, we need you, to chime in." He's like, "Nah, I ain't going in." Sent his ass to the locker room, like on some Vernon Davis shit. Like Vernon Davis didn't necessarily quit on the team, but he just fell out with his coach and got sent to the locker room. Vondre Campbell basically quit on his damn team.
Rest his soul. You said Vernon Davis, but his brother Vontae. Could be like Vontae.
Yeah.
Like, people got to remember, Vontae got torched. He went to halftime and said, "Hey, coach, I just want to let you know, I retired. I'm done."
I forgot about that one, bro. Ooh-wee. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I'm gonna head out.
And again, that's I can understand that. If you having a
I ain't got it
mental
no more.
moment,
I ain't got it no more, coach.
cool.
Retiring mid game is crazy. But
Cool. But hey, when you ain't got it, when in your heart of hearts, you're not right to help your team succeed and to be a factor for a team that's competing to win, and somebody else might be able to get it done, cool beans. You don't just go piss in everybody's fucking face and shit like AB did. Because that's what he did. At least Vontae, like you said, God rest his soul, had the decent courtesy to say, "I ain't got it no more, man. I ain't got it in me." And hey, that's cool. I can respect you as a man for doing that. I can't respect the shit that AB did, bro. I just can't. And just in that flamboyant fashion, you know what I mean? It's just disrespectful. So no, I mean, that might be the reason why he don't get in. Just
he eventually go get in. Like, I think his stats are undeniable.
Yeah.
But with the current list of voters, I don't. If they ain't let Belly in off of first ballot, I don't see how they let him in at all. Like,
another guy that vouched for AB.
Belichick and Tom Brady. If you ever looked up first ballot Hall of Famers, it's supposed to be them. 6 and 7 rings.
Yeah.
Well, technically, Belichick got 8.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 2 with the Giants and 6 as a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
You got 8.
Yeah.
You got 8.
Yeah.
So
he right there.
So yeah, if they ain't getting in first ballot, there should never be such thing as a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No doubt.
Ever again. There should never be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Without question, man. But that is the business of football as we talk about it, man. And when we talk about the business of football, man, this time of year, this is where you basically are going to be in a situation where you're either fighting to earn your spot, you're fighting not to lose your spot, or you're fighting simply just to keep your spot, man. Anything's possible. And when I bring that up, I like to direct the conversation to a particular situation that's going on currently with a team that's beloved in our beloved state of Ohio. But They just have one of the most enduring fan bases ever, but they are at a very critical stage in their journey. And this is obviously we're talking about not necessarily your team because you guys are set with where you're at, but the team that's up I-71 about about
Half
2 hours
hours.
plus, 2.5 hours plus, depending on how fast you're going, and depending on whether you want to slow it down when you get up there around like Mansfield, Ashland, and Medina. If you're from Ohio, if you know, you know, you know what I mean. The Cleveland Browns. Obviously, they got a situation here brewing at their quarterback position where financially, you owe it to yourself to see with a new coach and new system in place if you can get something else out of Deshaun Watson, who apparently seems to be looking better since returning to the field in the OTAs and training camp situation, or the guy that clearly proved that he should have been drafted much higher than the 5th round of his damn NFL draft. And Shador Sanders, with a lot of people saying and indicating that Shador's looking like he should be that guy. But with this situation here in Cleveland, Zay, apparently you got two guys that are legit, like one's fighting to stay in the mix and keep what was his before he got hurt. And the guy that is continuing to fight, now facing a different enemy that is in his, I ain't going to say enemy, but a different adversary. And his name last year was Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco at one point. And even being buried down to number 4 on the roster, which that blew my fucking mind how the hell that was even remotely possible. And our guy Shador Sanders, man. But the situation in Cleveland at the quarterback spot, if you are the Browns brass, you know you got 2 first-round picks that are going to be at your disposal next year, but you still want to do your best to compete this year. How are we feeling about the quarterback competition that is brewing in Northeast Ohio? Or do you think it's a competition at this point?
It was definitely a competition.
Okay.
Jerry Judy didn't help the situation at all. But he's a jag, as Steve Smith said. Just a guy, just another guy.
I love Steve Smith, man. That's my dog. Jag, just another guy.
Just another guy.
Ice up, son. No doubt.
But you have to at least see. You have to at least follow the money. Like, you're still paying Deshaun a lot of money. You have to. And then his contract was fully guaranteed, so he's getting his money.
With a couple of restructures in there, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you still have to see what your money will give you this year. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't say Shador just absolutely deserved the job. He should have to compete, but as long as it's only with Deshaun. Like, it shouldn't be any type of competition with Dylan Gabriel. So, like, Deshaun was at the picture, it's Shador's job.
Yep.
If he beats that, he only has to beat out Watson. But, people will go off of recency bias and, what have you done for me lately? And that would lean more towards Shador. But I think the more naturally gifted and talented person is Deshaun. I don't really think that's up for debate. Because if you get, I don't think you'll ever see the Watson that was in Houston. That Watson is gone. All right. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I can make an argument that if you comparing that to last year, that at 70 to 80% of that Watson is better than what Shador gave you last year.
Yeah.
Like Watson was special in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get 70 to 80% of that, it might be better than what Shador gave you last year. So you got to take a look at it. And if you get close to 90% back of it, then you fucking won. Just don't don't give him the Baker contract, a 3-year, $108 million re-up. Like, don't give him the Baker treatment. But yeah, see what you can get. Like, you got to test Watson out. So I ain't mad at it. But it also don't help that your raw receiver 1, technically what he would be in Jerry Jeudy, is publicly said he wants 4, and which that would mean Watson as a starter. So,
Jerry Jeudy, just another one of those underachieving guys in the NFL. Definitely a definition of a jag. But nah, man, I hear y'all, and because you're not the only person I hear that's saying that Watson should rightfully, be the guy, because obviously he has
I'm not even
the
saying he should be the guy.
okay
You have to
kick the tires to
allow the
see what you at least
competition to see
got.
what you go get. You at least have to
No
see,
doubt.
like, give it a competition. I'm not saying you give him the if Shador beats him, he beats him.
Yeah,
Like, but you have to at least see what this 35, $37 million that you got to pay Deshaun this year go get you, whether it's gonna be worth something or absolutely nothing.
yep.
So you at least gotta see what's to Watson, even if it's only in training camp. So
Whew, so much for that restructure talk. That joint only went down from about 45, just shy of 45 million down to 40 million this particular season. That basically cleared out 36 million in cap space for him. So, yeah, helps out with that from that aspect, to open it up to that. But yeah, like
yeah, but it didn't leave any type of leeway to get them off the hook for
not
the
at
money.
all.
Like I said, so you have to see
And there's
what's
still
to
no
it.
trade clause in there too, so you can't even send him out if you wanted to.
Yeah, so
That's tough. That is a hell of an albatross. But only if he winds up proving that he's still got something left in the tank and can still do something to help the team. But as far as Deshaun Watson goes, I mean, there's a lot of unknowns. Like I still feel in my heart of hearts that the Stefanski offense just wasn't a right fit for him when he
it never
got
was.
there. Never was a right fit for him, and as we've seen with several quarterbacks post Baker Mayfield that's been there, it's just outdated, which I'm fearful of what that's going to look like for Atlanta as well too, as they figure out their quarterback situation. But with this particular situation here, I'm rooting for Shador to go in and do his thing, but I'm also rooting for Deshaun Watson because I think he deserves a fair chance with things being proper around him in general. And just getting an opportunity to prove itself. But this is what this time of year is about with training camps. This is where you got the opportunity again to prove yourself as that the guy that's worthy of being a starter, or if you are proving yourself to not necessarily be a fraud, but just not be the guy for this particular franchise. You might prove everything right in the case of like Shador Sanders that you're worthy of being well above what your damn drafting position was. I still hate the fact that there's some idiots out there to even try to insinuate that he deservedly fell down there for a reason, which I still haven't heard nobody produce a logical reason as to why he fell down to fifth in his damn draft class. But this is what competition is about. Like you said, it is about to see who wants it more, who's ready to help lead this team in the rightful capacity. I just hate, like you said, with the Jerry Jeudy's of the world, looking like, the pot trying to call the kettle black. My guy, you have effectively not done anything to prove to me that you deservedly need to are wide receiver one in this league. Like, flat out. Like, I have not heard anybody jump up and down and clamor about the production of a Jerry Jeudy. Like it's always something, with him. But that's neither here nor there. I'm rooting for both of these guys, so I'm definitely looking forward to see how it plays out over the next 4 seasons. If I had to pick a guy right now, I would say you got to go the youth route. But again, you can't just be sitting back paying a guy 35, 40 million plus and having him right away
Not
on the bench.
yeah, not see what's to it. Like you gotta at least see what's to it.
You got to at least kick the tires. At least, like, you know. But hopefully Deshaun's healthy, fully healthy, and ready to rock and roll this season, and we're gonna see what it's about. And I think this also signals the end of any sort of like realistic starting quarterback prospects for the embattled Dylan Gabriel. Should have been drafted in the third round to begin with, But to each his own. The Browns are finding their way out of it. I've never seen a team that flagrantly plays around in filth and land in a landfill and somehow come out smelling like roses, because this is one of those prime opportunities where they can definitely do so. But we will see how that story all plays out. But as we get ready to wind it down here, I do want to go on one more piece here with this being this time of year, man. And just, Zay, I know you've been around the game just like I've been around the game in several different capacities, both as a spectator, player, coaching roles, and, assisting roles, and, attending some special events. Man, that third just popped up off the screen lightning fast there on me. But you got any special stories that you would like to share from your days being a player that are some of the best memories for you about whether it's this time of year getting ready for it, or experiences you have with coaches or lessons, or anything that you would say that you truly appreciate about your love and experience with the game of football?
I just appreciate the grind. Like, I had circumstances that didn't allow me to fully play the way I wanted to. Uh, After high school, with a litany of things, foster care for a second, parents passing away, whatever may have you. It's not a crutch I'm gonna dwell on, but I still have memories of the 2 days with Beechcroft when I was supposed to go there, and then transferred out to Groveport. Like I said, because of my mom and situations like that, didn't
Yeah.
necessarily get to play in high school, but I grew up playing in. If you're familiar with the Columbus area, I grew up playing in the Gahanna youth system.
Okay.
So yeah, so I just got a deep love and passion. You know, I'm a tight end linebacker size now, but with Gahanna, I played DB for a year and some things like that. So, no, I just have a extreme love for the game. Love practice. Love getting out there and competing. Um, it's days you don't want to. Like it's certain parts of practice you don't like
Woo.
doing.
Yeah, man.
Like when you hear that whistle and then you say take that lap,
Mm.
because our laps wasn't a lap around the field. It was we would practice off the field. I don't know if anybody ever been to Gahanna Middle School. It's like a big, big
It
ass
is.
field
Yep.
behind the track, and we would run that whole thing. That's a lap. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you out there at 85 degrees, you pad it up, and it's like, Jesus, do I want to take this?
Yeah.
What? Do I want to play football right now? like, like, so, but nah, like, I love just getting out there competing. You gotta compete Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to
Mm-hmm.
be able to play on Saturdays and Sundays in whatever league you played in. So, nah, like, I have a deep appreciation for the game.
Yeah.
It's no one individual memories that
Mm-hmm.
that sticks out to me. Um, but it's just the collection. Being an athlete, a multi-sport athlete, that was pretty good and a great mind. I
Yeah.
appreciated the work behind the scenes. I appreciated getting mentally prepared and understanding the game at a deeper level. Like I was a captain on some teams, um, mainly in baseball. That was my best sport, but football was by far my favorite sport. So,
Yeah.
nah, I appreciate it. I'm not scared of a two a day. Uh, it, it it makes it makes you men. And
Woo.
uh, and if we was doing 2 days, it wasn't no state mandated water break every 15 minutes. We ain't get that. Like
Boy, right.
we ain't
Right.
get none of that. So it was 95 and hot. It was 95 and hot. Get
Mm-hmm.
up. Be tough. Be a man. Man up. Oh, I did that too. I did that
Man,
too.
who you telling, brother? Yeah.
Bro, I was a
Yeah.
look. I did all that, and my last year with Gahanna didn't even make weight. I was a DB with an X on my helmet, my nigga. Like I couldn't carry the ball. Like I get a pick, play dead.
Mm.
I cannot.
Damn.
So yeah, so I appreciate the grind. Trash bag or a sauna suit. So trash bag first. My uncle actually had a sauna suit
Mm.
that he's smaller than me. I'm about 6'1". He's about 5'9". So
Yeah.
I was about 5'6" my last year with Gahanna.
Mm-hmm.
So like I could wear his sauna suit. So I was trying with the sauna suit. So
Yeah.
but for the kid, if there is, I doubt it, but if there is any kids that see the clip, look, if your coach is riding you now, it's for a reason. It's because they see something in you. See something in you that you possibly don't even see in yourself.
Yeah.
So continue to grind. Start to appreciate the grind because all they're trying to do is pull greatness out of you that they see in you. You may feel like you're being picked on or singled out, but from my playing days, if you are being picked on and singled out, it's usually because they see something in you that you do not see within yourself, and they are trying to pull that out of you. So embrace the grind, embrace the grit, the hard work will pay off. This is the beauty of football. It's the beauty of sports. So if that's what you are currently experiencing, it is for a reason, and just embrace it. Because anybody that you looked up to, they also went through the same thing. They're even if you look at them as being naturally talented, they have been pushed by a coach to dig deeper and be great. So embrace that and work on your craft. That's my football memories and lessons and whatever may have you.
No doubt, man. Much respect. Appreciate you sharing that experience with the people, man. My journey with football, man, goes all the way back to when I was probably about I probably say about around like the age of like 9 or 10, man. So some of us might consider that Pee Wee, Pop Warner, whatever you want to call it. Played for a couple of inner city, or I ain't gonna say inner city, but I played for a couple of like non school affiliated programs coming up. Some people here in the Columbus area may remember some old school programs like the Inner City Blitz or the Midtown Panthers. And for me, it was just the highs and lows of being on those levels, man. Like when I played the inner city, man, it was like my first introduction to football, and I was one of those kids that, initially being out there just didn't really could understand like the effects and like what the hits and the taking and just being able to tolerate the pain and being able to rise above that and rise above that controversy, man. But that's a part of it's a part of eventually, growing into manhood, whether it's like, you're going from adolescency to like early teen years or from teen years to, young adulthood and beyond that, man. But it's just teaching that resolve, teaching that resiliency and that grit and grind, because that's what life's going to do to you. There's going to be moments where you get punched by life, man. And if you don't have that kind of experience to lean back on and how to figure out how to fight and survive through it and figure out a way when it seems like it's overwhelmingly like difficult, man, it's hard. But football, what I love about it, man, just taught me how to be resilient no matter what the odds and the situations were. One of my biggest memories, man, and I hope a couple of my coaches are in the social media space, man, and I hope they get a chance like to see this, because again, kind of going back to what you said, man, when coaches push you, I swear, it feels like they on your ass. It feels like they picking on you, man. You might be at a certain point, man, where you just might hate everything that they stand for, what they represent, but it's just you just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't figure out, where like things are going, where like the path is like designed for you to be at. But for me, it's one of those things too, where it took me after my playing days was over to fully see what they were talking about, because they were actually telling us like, look, man, you got to make the best of this. This is a very pivotal moment in your life. It can shape the way that it's going to go in so many different ways and forms. Specifically, one of my stories came for me as far as like the grind piece of it. I'll never forget, man, after my sophomore year, man, I was one of those guys that started to take it seriously, man. Between my sophomore and junior, we're at the end of my sophomore year, going to my junior year, I was out there grinding, dog. I was staying in the weight room, man, like, doing all the drills, training with the track team, training with the wrestling team, putting in all that extra work at cardio, man. And when I say I've never been in as great of athletic shape as I was in my life, man, it's good except for that stretch. Like when I talk about I was able to do 2 miles on the track and be good to go, back wasn't hurting, lungs wasn't bleeding, like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like I had the rocks in my lungs from all that, or eating like a gallon of water. I'm like, damn, I'm doing this, man. My wind's still good. I'm good. I knew I was in shape. I knew I was able to fly through drills. I knew I didn't need to take no meds and stuff. Like I was naturally like building my body up, man. I felt that. Unfortunately, during that summer, I had to have like a surgery that literally stopped me from like doing a lot of things like for a little bit. And when it came time for like my junior year, it was hard, brother. Because one thing from like just life, and when you stop working out for an extended period of time, you feel it, even if it's just for 2 months. You know what I mean? You feel every bit of that because your body's just like not having that same output that it had before, in general. But for me, it was a stretch where I was just like, okay, I see I saw like the rewards of like putting in that extra work and living in the weight room and staying on the track and doing the drills and getting the footwork down and seeing how the human body can naturally develop and progress, man. But that all led into a not necessarily a conflict that I had with one of my coaches, but one of them in particular, man. He was my position coach at the time, man. He would just be on my ass, man, pushing me to do extra, to do more, and do all this, man. And I'll never forget one time I missed like about 2 days of practice, and this was like heading into our second week of that particular season. And I can't remember what it was, but it was like that prototypical, like, you're there for Monday, but you miss Tuesday and Wednesday, which are the key parts of practice where you actually getting the game reps in. You're doing the hard work, and then you try to slide in there on Friday, for walkthrough day. You're out there with no pads, just helmet and shorts on, going through the final steps. And coach even had me out there, even like with the starters, during like the walkthrough and stuff, man. And woo, Friday night came. I get ready to head out there. He said, "Whoa, need you to sit out. Send another one of my send a freshman backup out there, bruh. Now, mind you, this is my junior year, and I'm just like, what's going on?" He's like, "We're gonna see how this goes for a little bit, man. We're just taking a different look." I'm like, "All right, cool." So next series, nothing, because I played on the line at that point in time. I was specifically at left, or I was a right guard at the time. So he's trotting out I'm probably about 240, 245 at that point. You know what I'm saying? He's trying a freshman out there. Buddy couldn't have been like a $195 out there at right guard, bro. Like, he getting thrown on. I'm like, "Coach, what's up, man?" I'm like, he getting blown off the line of scrimmage, put on his ass. Like, what's up? Third quarter coming. I'm like, "Dog, I ain't got no burn. This dude getting blown off the ball. He getting smoked, bruh. Overwhelmed, straight up." And fourth quarter came, I'm like, "Man, we down." And I'm just like, "I ain't got no damn burn tonight. What's that about?" And I'll never forget, say, coach came over to me, man, got my ear and was like, he was like, "Look, man, I need you to be ready to go for Saturday morning." And I'm like, "What's going on Saturday morning?" I'm thinking like he about to be like, "Nah, we need you to come in and do some drills or some extra shit or whatever." He's like, "Well, JV play on Saturday." I said, "Oh, fuck no, bro. I ain't doing that shit, man. I done busted my ass the last 2 years. I played JV. I did all this. I'm supposed to be starting, man. It's supposed to be my second game of the season. What's up, And my pride got in the way. I mean, now I will say I was working a job at the time, and that did actually prevent me from like being able to show up for it. But I was working a little part time at Skylines Chili, if y'all know about Skylines or whatnot. But but nah, man, I didn't go to the JV or whatever. But you bet your ass I was at practice every day that next week. And I busted my ass, and he straight up told me, pulled me to the side that very next week. He was like, "Well, I saw that you didn't show up for that, but because I see that you actually did what you were supposed to handle your business, I'm going to make sure that you're out there with the starters this week." And the funny thing about it was, we was having a problem at center. My teammate at the time, man, like two of my teammates, they couldn't get the snap down. We were trying to run shotgun at that point in time. And Zay, you've seen some of them dudes out there, man. If they like too tall, tired, can't bend their knees right, bro, ball be on the ground over the quarterback's head. You know what I mean? Like, bad snap, low snap to the right, man. We couldn't get it right. Now, I played center when I was like playing in Little League or whatnot. It was like riding a bike, dog. I took a couple reps at there. Whoop, where you want it? Direct snap to the running back, cool. Directly to the quarterback, cool. I had it. Like my starting spot down, man, for the last 2 years of my years that I played, both junior and senior year, man. But for me, it was one of those things like, you can't cheat the game. You know what I mean? Because if you take any shortcuts and try to cheat it, man, you will pay for it one way or another. Whether it's like lack of conditioning, lack of dedication, lack of taking care of your body, lack of discipline. You cheat the game, man. The football gods are very unforgiving for those that try to take shortcuts and shortcut that process. So you got to embrace it, man. Whether it's like, trying to get through 2-a-day conditionings, whether it's trying to fight through 92 degrees and bugs being in your damn face and smelling like the football locker room. If you've never been in a football locker room, you never know funk until you step into a football locker room, especially after practicing after that game on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? But but like, it's something about when you come out of that joint, man, especially after a W, bro. Like, especially a W, like when you just dominated from bell to bell, man. You might be muddied up. You might have like dirt all over your damn body. You might not be able to take a shower until you get home. In some cases, like me, couldn't shower at the school. We had to wait till we had to shower at home, man. But there was something about that hard day at work, man, and knowing that your work that you put in during them 2 days, during the 707s, pays off in the victory, man. It ain't nothing like it, brother. It ain't nothing like it, man. So my message to the youngsters that may or may not ever watch this clip, man, as my man said, embrace the grind, embrace those tough moments of adversity, man, because it's going to pay off not just with your potential prospective playing career, but it's going to pay off in life, man. Because when you get to these next levels where you got responsibilities, you got bills, you got, things to do, you got obligations you got to meet, you got kids of your own, bro. It's like you're going to need that experience from playing the game, bro, because it's going to pay off and give you that resiliency and that fight and that grind, man, to do whatever you got to do to take care of your business and responsibilities. So I appreciate the game just teaching me, man, the work ethic piece of it, bro, and the resilience that it takes to be successful in life. And Jerome, no, man, I over getting tried out, getting emotional and shit, man. Woo! But nah, man, that's my biggest piece. With the game of football, man, I still love it. I mean, as we probably about to hop off here in a little bit and go get on this college football probably here in a second in some cases.
Because we love to compete. Love to compete.
No more reason why you play the game. The only reason. You play to win the game. Hello, you play to win the game.
Play to compete, man. So
you play to compete, man. That's what it's about, man. So, But last piece, man, we're going to get up out of here in general, man, with this. And it's just talking about the brotherhood of football, man. What would you say outside of, like, the grind, but what would you say you missed the most, like, from your days that you did play in
camaraderie,
general?
man. Like, so with me and Gahanna, right? So I actually benefited with one of my teammates' dad had a school bus. So we're the only little league team I knew that would meet up at our practice field and all ride a bus to away games as a little league. Like, yeah. So even that in that travel league, that's the way it was. Like a high school. Like you'll get on a bus and you go. It was that, and we did have one kid. His I don't know his name. So that's the first time I ever seen a Super Bowl ring. He won a ring with the 49ers. He was a backup tight end for the 49ers. But I can't remember his name. I don't even know if he ever actually seen the field. But he was on the team, and he had a Super Bowl ring.
Okay.
And that was the first time I ever seen one. He had brought it to practice one day. But yeah, so we had that, and he had that little extra coaching because I did some things with the tight end with the blocking spot, and then played linebacker in DB. So it's just a camaraderie, man. It's after practice, even playing, as we would call it then, smear the queer. People don't call it that anymore. I don't know what they call it now. But yeah, playing games like that even after practice, like still getting active after practice. So yeah, it's just the camaraderie and the brotherhood that you form. Like, don't take it for granted. Those are some of the most genuine and real friendships that you'll develop. So that's the best thing from sports, period, to me. So.
For sure, man. Because it's like a fraternity, man. Like some of those guys that you share that field with, man. Like y'all might grow apart, you might drift apart, man. But you'll never forget those memories, man, of being in the battle, man. Whether on any level, whether it's high school, junior football, or college, and especially at the NFL level, man. Those bonds that you develop from those playing days, man. It's always gonna be a mutual level of respect, man. Especially for those that was able to like experience it for like a long period of time and be in general being able to be a part of something special like that. So no, I definitely miss the brotherhood of it. I miss like that when you finally start to get it right, man, and you start like figuring those team goals out as a team. Like I never forget one of those stretches, man, where we're like in the middle of 2 days and it's like we dead tired, man, and it's like everybody got to finish at a certain time, man, and it's like we couldn't understand, like we getting mad at some guys because they not holding the end of the weight, they falling behind, they just dragging ass, not completing they up downs or whatever it is, man. And it's like you want to get mad at those teammates in the moment, man, but you're missing the bigger messages. You got to uplift your teammates, man, sometimes, and make them believe in each other. That way they can believe in the ultimate team goal and stuff like that, man. So I miss like watching that like happen and come together, man. Especially because I didn't value that much until my senior year when I knew like my time was coming up and I knew I was going to have to get ready to help some of those younger guys that were like getting ready to come into the fold and experience it and go through what I went through to get to that point. Just being able to like pay it forward and share my experiences and pass that on and officially pass the torch on to them, man. I definitely appreciate and miss the brotherhood and. I don't know what team you play for, man, or if they allowed this, man. I just also remember, doing the Lord's Prayer at the end of every practice and at every game, man. Something special about when you do it and you put that football cadence to it and that football spice on it as well, too. So I definitely miss the brotherhood in the game in that regard. So
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. But
Or you when you the away team and you walking in to the opposing and you got you clacking the pads.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Hey, them spikes and them molded cleats hitting that concrete, boy, or hitting that track, heading onto the track and onto the field.
That clinkety clink of a cleat on a cement ground is nostalgia, and it's a great
man.
sound. It's a great sound. It's one of the best sounds in the world. So
I know they talk about that in the armed services. No disrespect to them. I know when they say when boots hit the ground and you're hearing those boots, in unison as they head into war, man. That's exactly how it is in football, man. When them cleats is when we forming our own drumline sound. Just that crunch, that tap, all that, man. It's just something. Then you hearing the bass of the band's tuning up, man. The percussion, boy. And again, them Friday night lights, baby. There's something about them Friday night lights, man. So. But nah, man, if y'all can't tell, man, we surely love this game of football, man. We definitely do. And on that note, I think that's a safe spot for us to get ready to go ahead and power it on down, man, because we have reached the end of our episode here. Episode 70 is officially done and in the books, man. But we appreciate everybody like coming in and contributing, sharing their experiences, and also chiming in the chat, talking about NBA and some football, man. But as always, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to the Crisp Logic Podcast. As you can see, we got the logos up here on the overlays down there at the bottom, and we are still marching. We got 29, well, it's officially 30 more episodes to go. No, actually 29 episodes to go until we hit 100, man. So we about to ramp it up with some more stuff coming, man. We slowly fine-tuning and tweaking and coming up with new concepts, and we'll see. I'm not sure if y'all going to see us at 1:30 or 7 o'clock next week, but it will be next Thursday as usual. But we will keep y'all posted on what time as soon as we know. But Zay, you got anything for the people before we get ready to enjoy more downtime during the daylight again this week?
Continue to rock with us. We appreciate it. Appreciate you guys sticking out, rocking out with us even in early afternoon. Pause, swag, money. We appreciate everybody. Continue to support, like, share, follow, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their friend to tell their friend. It's a movement on the road to 100. So continue to rock with us. We are growing on all platforms. I like the numbers that I'm seeing, so let's continue to grow. Let's continue to gain momentum, and let's just make this something great, man. Like, why not us?
That's right, man. Why not us, man? Why not us? Why not now? So the co-host said all he needed to say. We're going to get out of here and get ready to go pay these bills. This has been another live episode of the Crisp Logic Podcast, and you've officially been live with Frost and Zay, but we're going to holler at y'all in the next 7 days. Y'all be safe, be blessed, and it's football season. Let's get it.
Peace.
Peace.